Hi, Ash. How are you? What are you doing up so early? Hi, live, love, laugh. Live, laugh, love. Sorry, live, love, laugh. I get that wrong. I'm a tongue twister when I say your name. You just woke up. It's early there, isn't it? Isn't it what? 6:05. Was that 4 in the morning? There were 5 in the morning. I slept in too. My husband and I watched this weird ass movie last night. It was like weird. Hi, misdemeanor. We watched the weirdest movie on Netflix last night. Oh my God, it was so weird. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Good morning. It was the weirdest movie I've ever seen. Like, it was so weird. I can't even remember the name of it. But this woman's daughter goes missing in the house. And then it turns out this like monster has her. It's like an alien, and it's like really, really freaking weird. So, so what do you guys? Oh God, this is day 35 being in the house. I'm going crazy. I'm putting on weight too. Like I'm putting on a lot of weight. Like I noticed today when I put my pants on, I was like, they're really getting tight. I'm gonna have to start exercising if I don't want to be a Goodyear blimp. Almost 5. Do you usually get up that early, Ash? Or do you get up early and then go back to bed? Lately, that's what I've been doing. I'm getting up real early and then like taking a nap in the afternoon just because there's freaking nothing to do. I can't go out anywhere, can't go shopping. I watch the most horrible things ever before I sleep. I don't know how I don't have nightmares. I know last night this movie was so creepy. And this thing was like an alien and it was huge and it was, oh my God, it was just so weird. Hi, Orange Butterfly. How are you? Yeah, it was like so, it was like one of the weirdest. Well, I think the weirdest movie I ever saw and someone recommended or someone talked about it in here was The Human Centipede. That was the weirdest movie I've ever seen. The weirdest, weirdest, weirdest movie I've ever seen. Ever, ever, ever. Really, it was weird. This guy made humans into a centipede and it was just awful. Just don't watch it. If you ever get a chance and you see that movie come up, don't watch it. It's so creepy and so disgusting. It was the most disgusting movie I've ever seen in my life. See, my husband and I like different kinds of movies. I like kind of like jump out at you movies, and he likes like guy movies, shoot 'em up, like westerns and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Hi, Lennon, how are you?" And I'm not like into that kind of movie, so I try to we try to mix and match. I'll watch a movie that he likes, and usually I'll have my earbuds on and be listening to YouTube while he's watching his kind of movie. And he plays his game because he does these puzzle games on his computer. So not you're not too good, but I'll be okay. My brother called me at 2 a.m. like, "Aw, I'm so sorry. Orange butterfly. I'm so sorry. I'm sending you prayers, honey. Oh, I know what that's like. Let's all send her prayers, Orange butterfly. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I don't even know how that works now. Like, if you can have a memorial service for your loved ones now with all this craziness going on. So sorry, honey. Oh my God. Was she in the hospital? Was she ill? I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, that's okay, but was she ill? Yeah, that's hard. Thank you. I haven't been to sleep, so I'm a little yuck. We couldn't even go there, and she was at the hospital right near my house. Thank you, everybody, so much. Yeah, I guess that's my biggest fear too, is if one of us gets sick, me or my husband, and we have to go to the hospital, that neither of us, hi, Ginger Locks mom, that neither of us could go and like be with the other. Like you can't, like it's just such a terrible time right now. But so sorry for your loss, honey. It, that's tough. That's tough, especially now. Especially now. Oh my goodness. My aunt fell, broke her hip, and she has dementia. My uncle couldn't go. Oh my goodness. That's so awful. I hope this thing, I hope this thing is over like soon, like, just for things like that. Like, just even if you have to go into the hospital for a few days or whatever, like, family can't be around you. And oh my goodness. Or women that are having babies now. I mean, it's just horrible. Weddings that have been planned, graduations that have been planned. Um, Everything is just so on hold right now. It just sucks. You know what I mean? Like it just sucks for everybody. But I'm so sorry, Orange Butterfly. I'm really sorry. My brother said she just couldn't fight it. Thank you. Well, did she have the coronavirus? Did she have the virus? Just reading comments, guys. Um, I'll wait for your answer. Oh, goodness. Um, Here in Pittsburgh this morning on the news, they showed an older woman that had got the virus, and they showed that she went through all the symptoms. She was even on a ventilator, and they showed her she was discharged today, and they showed them wheeling her out of the hospital. I mean, she still had the mask and the rubber gloves on, but she's like she it ran its course. So I'm so sorry though. I'm so sorry for you. It's hard. It's this is like I guess unprecedented, like what we're going through. I had no clue till yesterday. And hours later, got the call. She wasn't in nursing home or anything. She was pretty strong for her age. Thank you. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Like I call my kids almost every day because like I'm so worried that they're so far away. They're 3,000 miles away or 2,500 miles away. And I'm just so worried. Like so far so good, knock on wood, that nobody's been sick, but my daughter and I were talking, and she said, well, she's not 100% sure, but they were all sick in December with some kind of a virus, and the doctors didn't know what it was. Like it wasn't pneumonia or anything. And she says she thinks maybe they already had it, like in December. But who knows? Like, who knows? Could it have, I mean, people that have had pneumonia or whatever, I don't know. It is in a nursing home. I used to work at here in town. So sad. Yeah. And people are saying it's not a matter of if you're going to get it, it's a matter of when you're going to get it. And that makes me even freak out more. That makes me not want to leave the house. I believe it's been here since December or November. And that's what my daughter said. She goes, the boys were really sick. in December, and she goes, I wonder if that's what they had. Like, they had the dry cough, they had a fever, um, and how many people was that spread to at that time? Like, who knows? Like, we were all walking around touching things and not walking, not being careful. So if it's been around that long, a lot of people are saying they think they had it. Yeah. And, and it's a possibility. Like, we don't know enough about, you know, everything yet. And somebody was saying that they think it's mutating. Oh, there, misdemeanor says, I know I had it back then, but there's the thing, even if you had something like that then, I think it is mutating. So it didn't mean you're immune. Right. And that's a scary thing. Like mutating, you mean it was milder then and it got worse? I mean, is that's what I'm taking from that. I don't know. Like who knows anymore? Hi, Kim. But yeah, hi, Joanne. Is Joanne in here? I didn't see her come in. Oh, Joanne, hi there, honey. Love Joanne. Yeah, the thing is, like, we just have to be really cautious. And like even now, when I'm checking the mail, I mean, I might look ridiculous, but I put a mask on and I put rubber gloves on. Take the mail and, you know, wipe it off. All the bags from the grocery store, I don't know. I don't know what to, how else can you protect? Just like my husband's out and he came in, because we're sleeping in separate rooms now because like that's how freaked out we are. But he came in to give me a hug this morning and I was like, because I'm scared. He's out every day. He goes to the grocery store, he goes to work. So, no, just different. Like earlier, it seemed to be respiratory, but now they address saying there's a GI aspect to it. I don't know what that is. I really don't. I'm sorry. Um, the respiratory part is the part that scares me. What's GI aspect to it mean? Gastrointestinal, vomiting and whatnot. Oh, God. Well, and that's last week. Last week I was like waking up in the morning. It was like morning sickness, like I was feeling sick to my stomach. And I haven't felt like that since I was pregnant, like first thing in the morning. So I was thinking to myself, why am I feeling sick to my, like really sick to my, I mean, I didn't vomit or anything, but I was feeling like really nauseous. But then I look up the symptoms and that wasn't one of the symptoms. So I'm like, phew, it's not that. But who knows? Like if it's mutating, what the other symptoms would be, meaning that there is diarrhea and vomiting involved now. Well, I don't have that. So I'm not, I'm kind of, it's so weird though, talking to the neighbors, you have to stay so far. Oh my God, breaking news, Carlin 180 are having a lot of God. Good God. No, he wouldn't cheat on Marianne. There's no way. He wouldn't cheat on Marianne. She's his soulmate. And I wouldn't cheat on my husband. No way. I'm not a cheater. Although I've been told that I'm a whore by a certain person, which we won't mention, but I am a whore. I don't know, is being a whore a bad thing my age? I don't know. Maybe he was aiming for her and missed. What do you mean misdemeanor? Oh, love child. It would have to be immaculate conception. 'Cause I'm not into that. Oh, well, it would have to be immaculate conception and a freaking miracle if I was pregnant. Carla, just this morning there's a story of meat processing plants are shutting down because workers have the oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Good Lord. Like it's here's the thing though. How we're not going to be able to protect ourselves 100%. There's no way. There's just no way. Like I guess what I'm trying to do is just try not to think about it too much. Like my doctor said when I had that appointment, he said, just do not overrun yourself with all this knowledge. Just try and just stay healthy. Like just try and stay healthy. Like that's all you could do. Oh, because, you know, like I said, my husband goes to work every day. How are we supposed to protect ourselves? Like me, how am I supposed to protect myself? My husband's healthy. I'm fairly healthy. I haven't been sick in a long time. I mean, I just got a physical, a complete physical. I think it was in November. It was either November, it wasn't that long ago, or it might have even been this year. And he says, I don't want to see you for another year. So I was like completely healthy, but who's to say that, that's going to stay this way? Is this thing on? What are you talking about, Ash? Oh my God. Corey, go away. Jesus Christ. I'm getting all my notifications now. I got Corey MF and Chainsaw in my react or my video saying, only you matter. Oh my God. All my notifications are coming up at once right now. I don't know why. I don't know how to turn them off. Good. Can you guys hear that? Coming up at once. Hey, Donna Marie. That Corey seems like a really angry person. I mean, I don't block her in here, but she seems to have like a lot to say about me. She doesn't like me, that's for sure. I know that. Bangs, Mike. What are you doing up? What are you doing up? Carla, gotta call my mom back. Thank you for the prayers and love everyone. Please be safe. Okay, Orange Butterfly. I'm sorry for your loss. I really am. Yeah, all my notifications just came up at once. I think it's all my comments came up at once. I think that's it. Which were nasty. I lost a lot of subs yesterday. Oh God. Hi, Tweety Bird. Do you sleep at night after you dox 100 people? Do you sleep at night? Tweety Bird. Yeah, I do sleep. Actually, I do sleep at night. Pretty darn good. Yeah, you can block that person. You have my blessings for that one. Because that person, I think that person had to be blocked in my comments one time because they were doxing people. Actually, I think it might have been you, Ash, that they doxed in my comments. Thank you very much, Ash. And let's carry on. I wonder who that is, because they are a doxer. They go in comments and dox people. And yes, I do sleep at night. Thank you very much. Ash 274 brought all the troll army with her. And they asked the trunk. They escaped from her trunk. Yeah, what's up with the troll army thing? She's in the troll army. She's the head of the troll army. The thing does not belong to me. That thing reeks of purple haze. Yeah, it sure does. It sure does. Well, I actually blocked certain creators, so I don't even. She mad. Her eyebrows suck. Oh, Ash, I'm not allowed to laugh. By the way, I'm not allowed to laugh or have fun on my channel. Misdemeanor says purple haze and desperation. Yeah, exactly. I'm supposed to keep someone's name out of my mouth while being called a whore. Okay, that's happening. Not damn skank 274 and mad my eyebrows suck. Donna Marie. Someone gave me hell for having Donna Marie in my chat. I don't know. Donna Marie's okay to me. She's never done anything to me. Why would I kick her out of my chat? She certainly never called me a whore. She calls Ash 274 a skank, but I wouldn't. I would prefer to be called a skank. So you could call me Skank and Friends. A skank would be a step up, maybe. I think. Anyone want to come up on Panner and shoot the shit? Oh, that's someone else's channel, isn't it? Shoot the breeze or talk. I should call in sometime and growl the names of people that piss me off and threaten them with voodoo, haters, and inbred cousins. I got threatened with a voodoo once. I got a friend. I think they said something about voodoo. At least I think they did. That a voodoo hex was put on me. I guess that's what you get when you are a creator. You get like voodoo hexes and stuff put on you. Yeah. I don't think there's any alligators though in Pennsylvania. There might be in the zoo, but I don't think you can like go around in a boat there. Oh my God, are you from Louisiana? I'm not. I've never even been to Louisiana. Keep ignoring me, Ash, says Lennon. I will think of a good name for you. No, I'm from Arkansas. I'm just laughing about that someone else did on a stream the other day. Yeah, the growling was epic. Yeah, the growling was good. It's kind of like those paranormal videos I watch when they hear a growl on those EVPs, those evil growls. I don't know who growls. Come in peace. Our hair matches. 2 tacos and a chihuahua does voodoo. What? Carla, come in peace. Our hair matches. 2 tacos and a chihuahua does voodoo. Good. I'll have to get in touch with her. I like 2 tacos and a chihuahua. She comes in here. Lennon, I love you, damn it. Come here and give me some hugs. Fine. I didn't say anything. That's a troll. Of course it's a troll. Look at the name. ESJ's hairstylist. I actually checked my block list this morning before I came on to check who was on it, and just the right people were on it. That is not how you spell Chihuahua. I know. No. I actually have a hard time spelling that name too, or that word, Chihuahua. I always have to check. Well, just don't start any trouble in here. I don't want to hear Brian put down. I don't want to hear anybody put down, actually. I want to talk about anybody. Well, I will talk about a few things, but that's my right because this is my channel. There's that. Hey, Jason. Oh boy, look at Miss Hey, Jason. I thought you unsubbed me. I thought you were mad at me. I lost a few subs, but that's okay. I want people to unsub me that have a problem with me because I don't want them coming in here and making trouble. So Carla, help me. Should I order McDonald's egg sausage? Oh yes. Yes, my favorite. And I can't have one anymore. I have to make them myself at home, but they're not quite the same because the English muffins my husband bought don't taste right. I said voodoo and two tacos sub because you were talking voodoo, Carla. Um, no, I think I responded to what Ash said about some kind of voodoo curse was put on her friend by someone. So yeah, I said that had happened to me. Someone had said something about a curse or something, but obviously it didn't work because I'm still here. So yes, I did respond. I love Italian. I do too. I love Italian subs. I don't know. Now that someone came in here and said something about meat being like some meat processing plant being like two of the workers had the virus, like now I'm like a little freaked out. I wonder if cooking the meat like kills that virus. Sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin is my favorite. Is my absolute favorite. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, it is. I love it. But I gotta stop eating those because like I'm getting quite a roll spare tire. My God. I looked in the mirror and I have a full length mirror, looked in there today, and I was like, I've been avoiding looking in the mirror. So I've been avoiding looking in the mirror, but today I looked in the mirror and I'm not pretty. Yeah, but it doesn't taste the same as McDonald's does. McDonald's is best. Mine is a little, kind of a second. Ugh. Hey, two tacos and a chihuahua. How are you? Is that really you? Because I can't check on anybody's profile. Somebody's like talking about you doing voodoo in here. Um, oh yeah, you can speak your mind. Anybody can speak their mind in here. You're okay. Yep, I can see the meat going up yet again. Time to start making veggies main dinner. Oh yes, it's really me. I'm just getting ready for work and listening. Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody came in here and was talking about how you do voodoo. I don't know. I didn't know that about you, but cool. I said I'll have to get in touch with you. Where is Mrs. Mojo? I don't know. I don't know. She usually comes in here, not always in the beginning, but voodoo? No, I don't do voodoo. Sorry. Okay, well, that BSJ hairstylist right underneath you, that's what he said, or she said, or they said. I don't know if it's a he or she. Never seen them before. Not a sub of mine, but Carla, I watched a bit of the real guy's video. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to even talk about that person. Yes, yes, it is. No, I'm not upset. Why would I be upset? Hey, Ems, how are you? How are you this morning, Ems? Are you having a meeting today? Love Ems. She's such a sweetheart. Even when she's mad, she doesn't look mad. I wish I could be more like her. I want to be her when I grow up. Ems is like the best, sweetest. Ems, you know what? Here's the thing about you when you go live. I never get a notification for your lives. I have to accidentally, or I have to click on your name to see when you're live. And I've unsubbed, subbed, and pressed that bell button. I don't know how many times. My meetings are done. Hubby is the only one left with meetings. Oh, okay. Anyone want to come up on panel or not? Hey, Ash, what is up with YouTube and not downloading the chat for like 20 hours? Like, my chat is up from yesterday now, but it took like almost a whole day for it to upload. Like, it's crazy. I had meetings. What kind of meetings? I don't know. That guy, well, I don't want to say too much about that, but it's not right if that was said. I don't watch them. I don't know, but it's annoying as hell. Ash says. I've said when I read comments, I get mad because she doesn't she doesn't think we can read. I do, but I'm just reading them out loud. I wish I could work from home. I hate going into the damn office. Yeah. My husband too. I wish my husband could work from home. He's one of the four workers in the office. Yeah, Ems, that's what I have to do sometimes. Just say hello to everybody. Then you don't like hurt anybody's feelings. It's about Marianne. They sure do, weirdos. Yeah. Yeah, I watched who did I watch? Oh, I think it was Amanda Lynn's. I watched that. It was disturbing. It was very disturbing. You can read? Ash can't read. She can read. She's just got so many devices. Dallas, Texas. I like you reading them because I can't watch chat when I'm getting ready. Yeah, some people say that too. They like it. And some people say you're annoying because you're reading the comments. M says, I can see you, Jennifer. Where's Jennifer? Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer, did you get my DM? Because I responded. I'm sorry, I don't check. I'm not used to Twitter. I just got Twitter, so I'm not used to it. I'm not used to getting notifications on there. So now, like um, I don't check it like I should. But I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of learning it. So yeah, I sent you a DM back. So Lennon, yeah, Ash says, yeah, Lennon, yeah, it's linked to them and someone else that's close to them. Both of them are lunatics. Okay, I didn't hear was what Lennon said. It's got someone's name all over it. Yeah, I agree. Um, Here's the thing about Brian. I don't agree with everything he does, but I think like, oh my God, they're trying to trigger him. I don't know if they're trying to drive him crazy or what. Like, I don't really know what the hell's going on with all that, but I kind of feel bad for him. I really do. I hardly get to see anything during the work week, and it's so late by the time I get home. Oh, do you watch replays? Sometimes I watch replays in the morning, like if I've missed a lot. But what's really cool is you could do it 2 times speed, so you can go through a you can go through a live really fast. Two talk Ash says two tacos. Well, I've been behaving as usual while the rest of these banshees run wild. Apparently, I've run amok. So they're trying to push him off YouTube. Well, I thought they did kind of when he deleted his channel, but it's kind of sad where people think they have the power to do that. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, if you don't like a creator or whatever, just stay away from them, unsub, block. That's what I'm trying to do lately. Someone comes in here and Two Taco says F them. Oh, oh, okay. Mrs. Carla, that was the thing. I don't like how he was talking to you and then had to whip his ass. Yeah. Well, that's Brian, though. That's Brian. And you need to know what Brian is. And Brian, if you rail him in, he, you know, he can be a good guy when he wants to be. He can be a creep when he wants to be, but he can be a good guy too. So there's that. But I've yelled at him. Carla, I have to go into work. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the essential workers that have to go into work. Anybody want to come up on panel or talk a little bit or anybody? You'll just have to cam up for a second or what a good idea that Simon had was give give your moderators your uh, I guess you can't do that though if you just have everybody, anybody on panel. Brian, Jennifer Lynn says Brian is a great person. With that said, I don't agree with everything he does either. And exactly, Jennifer, that's me too, because he's done some messed up stuff. And even in my chat, he's done some messed up stuff and said something, screamed at people, which I don't want him doing. I don't want him screaming at my subs. Like, like I just don't want it done. So, yeah. Ginger Locks mom, you want to come up on panel or you busy homeschooling? Everybody's busy. Like everybody thought, oh, everybody's going to be going live and everybody's going to be doing all this stuff. But a lot of people are busy homeschooling. Their spouses are at home. You know, so there's probably less people going live. I don't have, this is my freaking social life. How pathetic is that? Like, I can't even go shopping. I miss going to the mall. I miss going even up to the dollar store. Like, I miss it. Oh, I won't scream at you. No way. Um, you have to get to know him personally and you might understand. And I've been emailing, back and forth with Brian and as you just have to see him around his little girls to know that, I'm going to start homeschooling in 30 minutes. Okay. I don't think he yelled at me. It was just the way he was talking. It's Brian. You know how Brian talks. Like that's the way he talks. I yelled at him. I yelled at him. Oh man, did I yell at him? And I warned him. I said, "You ever do that in my chat again, I'll boot you myself." And I don't think he will because You know, if you're decent to Brian, he will be decent back to you. And he said like it was like a little puppy with his tail between his legs. He says, "I won't, I promise." So, hi Joanne. But I think Brian, you know, deserves some of the criticism he gets, and I think sometimes he doesn't. Like, that's just my opinion. Brian follows the golden rule 100%. I don't know about that, but Jason says, F Brian, that's your opinion. I don't, the thing is, I try not to poke the bear, and I try to, I try to get along. Even there's certain people I don't want in here, and that's my right. But he wouldn't say any of that to my face. No, he really does, Carla. If you're nice to him, he will be nice back, period. Yeah. I know, and we've all like I've had problems with Brian. Like Brian went after me too. you know, I just think if we can get past this stuff instead of holding grudges forever and ever and ever, like some people do on here, and make live after live after live about you, bashing you, and doing that, and just go your separate ways and not have to not feel obliged to just bash your name and trash your name over and over again. And I'm not mentioning anybody. I'm not mentioning no one's name, but I think Gingerlock's mom says he's a good guy, but if you go after him, expect it back. Exactly. And there's women like that on here. I mean, if you go after them, expect it back. And I'm not crying about it. I'm getting back whatever I've given. So I'm not going to I'm not going to have anybody tell me what I can talk about on my own channel. That's for sure. Nobody. I don't care how many subs they have. I don't know how powerful they think they are or intimidating. They're not going to tell me who I and what I can talk about on my channel. It's just not happening. Just don't watch me. Don't get screenshots sent to you. That's who the troublemakers are, and here's my opinion, and I don't know um if you agree with me or not, is the people that send hi Dan, how are you, sweetie? Is the people that send screenshots to other creators just to start problems, especially if that creator says they're not watching you. The people dispatched to send screenshots, exactly, Jennifer Lynn. And there are people dispatched to send screenshots. Misdemeanor knows for a fact, and I know for a fact that's true. But when you call someone a bottom feeder and a whore and this and that and over and over again, don't expect a reaction. Like you don't have the right to not expect a reaction to that. Just shut your mouth. If you shut your mouth, I'll shut my mouth. You keep putting my name in your title and talking about me, I'm going to talk about you. And notice I didn't say any names. I didn't have to, because you all know who it is, who the culprit is. So, oh, wrench taken again. Really, Jojo? How did that happen? Uh-oh. There. I'm sorry. I did not do that. I don't know. I don't know how that happens. I'll say a name. She is a horrible person. Yeah, what she did with your picture was pretty horrible. And the thing is, people could do that with other people's pictures because we don't, we're not, I mean, especially when you cam up, I mean, we're not always going to look our best. I mean, Ems does. Em's beautiful all the time. Gingerlock's mom is beautiful all the time. But I look like shit half the morning. I mean, I'm here at 7:30 in the morning. So people could do the same thing to me. No, Jojo, I don't know how that happened. I seriously don't. I might have clicked on something and did it by accident. Um, I don't know what I was saying. Got like mixed up again. Um, oh, my brain isn't working. My brain is not working. Yeah, like, anybody can take an unflattering picture of you and put it on their community post and say that's this person. Like, that's a horrible thing to do to someone. Hey, Pop Trauma. How are you, sweetie? That's most women. But listen, like, I really don't care that, you know, that she, I do care that she did that to someone because it really bothered that person. It did something to her self-esteem. I'm not even going to mention the name, but and a lot of people know that she did that and how horrible it was and how that person had. Oh, Jennifer, you can have a wrench. I trust you. I know. I pretty much know it's you. There you go, honey. Um, but yeah, doing that to someone to bring her down to like a horrible, to make her feel bad about herself is horrible. Jason, the things other women have said to Carla would make Brian qualify for sainthood. Exactly. I mean, things that have been said to me by other women, ladies in this community, have been horrible. Much worse, another lady called me a whore, a bottom feeder. Like, Brian's never sat up on my panel and called me those names. So tell me what's worse. Another woman doing that to you? Yeah, you are no beauty queen. Hate to break it to you, sis. And then, and we all know it was Jennifer Lynn, but you know, she, you know, she she's a beautiful woman, and she felt the need to cam up and show herself without makeup, and she's beautiful, but she just did that to make her feel bad. And someone made an account about Jen, like, and just hateful, terrible. But we know where it comes from. We know the culprits. So it's not like it's a big secret. It's not like it's a big secret. So Brian wouldn't call you that. You're a classy lady that cusses. So what? I only cuss. I mean, I have cussed, but usually it's when I'm triggered. Um, like someone like triggers me. So can you at least go on your porch for some sunshine? Actually, I do. It's been cold the last couple of days, but I do go out there. I don't know if you see the sun's out today. So I do go out there. I do. I wear my mask. Here's the thing, people are going to still be wearing masks this summer, even when we're allowed to go outside, and we're going to have like a big white spot in our faces. We're going to have a big white mark across our face. Is Jane the teacher here? Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? Anybody want to come up and talk for a little bit or talk about anything? I love your black sweater. Yeah, it's old. It's an old one. Like I said, like, oh my God, I'm telling you, I put these pants on this morning and they are so tight. Just from not, it's, I don't know, with not exercising, eating bad, eating a lot because I'm staying at home. So I'm like eating like at odd times that I never ate. I can't stay long waiting for board meeting to start. Okay, Jennifer. Well, I wrenched you up, sweetie. But anyways, Jennifer, I did DM you. So, you can get back to me on Twitter. I'm kind of liking Twitter. I gotta like start following more people because I'm just learning about it. I think I have 3 or 4 followers, not very many. Jason, no one is trying to save Brian. It would just be nice if everyone would clean around their own front porch before they try to clean others. Yeah, exactly. Get used to the comment. Aw, thank you, Joanne. You're a sweetheart. Oh, you would. Oh, you would come up? You're gonna come up? Okay, great. I'm sorry. Like sometimes what happens, I start reading a comment and then it just jumps up. So I don't get the whole thing. I should start like pinning the comments so I can read the whole thing. Come on up. Come on up, Jennifer. Hi, Ada. I'm sorry if I've missed any of you. Like I'm trying to hi Tatum. How are you, sweetie? I'm trying to read all the, I'm trying to, there's my Jennifer. Oh, look at her. She's so pretty. Hey, Jennifer. How are you? Oh, can't hear you. Can you guys hear her? Press 1 if you can hear her. I might have to get my earbuds. Can you guys hear her? Oh, she has to go out and come back in. My porch is clean. Is yours? You hear how he talks to her? Blah, blah, blah. Jennifer, try coming back in. I think it just, because sometimes it's a glitch on YouTube. Wait a minute. Let me make sure my speaker is up. Yeah, my speaker's on. Okay. Shauna. Hey, Shauna.
Hi, I'm Ada.
Oh, Ada. Okay, well, it says
Yeah,
Shauna.
I know that's my real
Ada.
name, but I'm Ada Prick in the chat.
Oh, I couldn't hear Jennifer.
Oh, I was trying to figure all this out. Now let me shut my video off so I don't make you all throw up.
Oh,
Okay.
stop it.
Well, I don't have my hair done. I don't have my teeth in. I don't want to scare all y'all.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey,
But,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
How are you?
Good. Looking like crap.
You look fine. I wish I looked that good without makeup. God.
Can't see my eyebrows.
Why are you covering your hair, your beautiful hair with
I
a
was
hood?
cold.
Why?
Naturally cold. I ran some trash outside to the garbage can, and I don't know. I like to keep it a little chilly in the house.
How's your dad feeling?
Not bad.
Okay, good.
They're both
good.
doing. Yeah, both my parents, they're doing well. They haven't left the house in over a month, though.
Yeah, me too. I'm like,
It's not worth it for them. My mom has COPD really bad.
Yeah.
And it would kill her if she
Right.
got that.
Yikes.
Yeah. So, and I've been really upset because one of my best friends is an ER doctor in California, and he texted me Friday and he's sick.
I think I saw, did you post that on Twitter?
Yeah.
Because I think I saw that somewhere.
I may have, I don't remember.
I saw it somewhere. I saw that your friend was an ER doctor and
and
positive.
He said he was, as of Friday, he was managing from home, but like he could barely text me. He barely had the energy to text me.
Oh my God.
I keep texting him every day, but I haven't heard from him.
Oh.
So I'm actually like trying to I randomly ran into somebody that knows someone that did their residency with him. Well, at the same hospital he did. So they're going to try to see if they can get some information, because I don't even know if he's hospitalized at this point.
Right.
So it has me like, I've been worried about it since Friday. I go to bed sick to my stomach.
M says, Jennifer, our friend is a physician and just tested positive too.
Yeah.
It's so
I mean,
sad.
they put themselves, they willingly go to work and put themselves at risk, knowing it could happen. And he, like, we had talked, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and I said, you know, aren't you worried? And he said, well, if it happens, it happens. He's like, I'm probably not going to tell anybody if I get sick, because all of his family is here in Pennsylvania. And I said, well, he wasn't going to tell me at all. And I finally talked him into at least letting me know. And like, that's why I'm really reluctant to reach out to his family, because I don't even know if they know. And I don't want to cause any like kind of frenzy of worry.
Right.
So I'm trying to find out through other avenues
Yeah,
before I would go to them.
yeah. What's
Because
sad
I
about
don't want to upset anybody if they don't need to be, because
exactly.
there's nothing any of us can do.
And what's really sad
Right.
about all this is like if either me or my husband got sick, or like you, one of your kids got sick, we couldn't visit them in the hospital. We couldn't even visit them in the hospital. We have to stay away. Like
Right.
that's the hard part. That's why I'm trying to stay healthy. Well, in Pennsylvania, the case, I mean, it's not one of the worst states, but it's one of the first states that implemented the quarantine thing. So
Yeah, hang on, I gotta check something on
My cousin is in mental health, and so she was an essential worker. She'd worked at a mental health clinic, and her partner diagnosed positive, and she's in the hospital, and she can't see her partner, and I'm just like so heartbroken for her. She's a
yeah,
mess. She's a mess.
yeah. Well, I would be too. Like if my husband got sick, and I know he would be too,
Sure.
because you know, when I was in the hospital for a month with a staph infection, he was there every day. Like I would be. Can you
Right.
imagine that? Like being afraid to die. That'd be my worst fear, die alone in the hospital.
Yeah. Oh, so I did know a girl that tested positive a few weeks ago, and they tested her, like she had cleared the virus. But then like 3 days later, she developed blood clots in her lungs.
Oh my
So,
God.
and they
Oh
had to
my
go in and
gosh.
so that's like, and I was actually, I don't know if I saw it somewhere, some article I was reading, that's like a big problem also of this virus. It can cause like, the thrombosis and pulmonary embolisms and everything. And that's not something that's talked about on the news very much.
Oh my God.
Or the fact that
Along
people
with
are healing from it. Sorry, go ahead.
no, well, I was just going to say, like, they're not even sure what the long-term effects can be, because it was pretty much shutting down like kidney and liver failure. Like people are going into kidney and liver failure too. So they don't know what kind of, like, if that's going to be a long-term effect these people are going to have, plus like what in the long term it's going to do to their lungs. It's just, it's a nasty virus. Nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was just saying that there were reports that people are healing from it, and then it's coming back, which is really scary too, because in China they're sending people home, and then a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later they're getting sick again.
Right. Well, I know they haven't really dug into that as far as research goes, but the consensus from experts that I've read, because I follow a lot of like virologists and epidemiologists on Twitter, and they've weighed in and said it's likely that it was just faulty testing to begin with.
Okay.
Yeah, because the sensitivity for these tests is a little wonky, and there's been a lot of like false negatives and false positives. So they could have had like a false positive test, thought they had it, then had a negative test, and then when they go and they're released, then they actually do catch it for real, or either, you know what I'm trying to say.
Have you heard that
How
people
come
think that it
people
might
in
have
like
been around since November or December? Like,
In the
we just
States,
didn't know.
no, I looked into that, and they've looked into it in California, because California had the theory that they had already developed some herd immunity, and it's just not scientifically possible.
Mhm.
When you look at if you look at when the virus first showed up in China, with, incubation period and travel and all that, it would have not been possible for it to be in California, in November.
Why
Okay.
wouldn't it have been
So,
possible?
because of the first case in China. I'm trying to organize my thoughts here.
That's cool.
Just with, like, if you take into account the incubation period and just rates of transmission and all of that, it just
Mhm.
would have been impossible for it to come to the United States in November. That's the best answer I can give you. Sorry.
Right.
So do you think it's mutating?
Well, there's a few different strains of it already. I mean, that still
Well,
remains to
COVID
be
in
seen.
itself isn't a new virus.
No, coronavirus is not new. It causes the common flu. I mean, and it causes SARS and yeah, I mean, coronavirus has been around for a long time, but it's this coronavirus that makes it so. It's the protein spikes. I know you've probably seen a picture of the virus itself, and it's the ball,
Yeah.
and it has the spikes that
Mhm.
come up, and
Mhm.
it's those protein spikes that come up that makes it different, because it's kind of like serves as like uh, um, a key, and like to unlock your cells, and it's like perfect. It's the way it can get into
Mm.
your cells.
It hooks onto human cells.
Right.
Mhm.
And then,
Yeah.
like, who was I talking to this about? Oh, I think it was somebody at, like, in my area. But yeah, it actually, I mean, they're comparing, I don't want to scare anybody, but a lot of people have compared it to like an airborne HIV type of situation.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
scary. Well,
yeah.
a lot of people said that it's going to run its course. We're going to be okay, and then it's going to come back.
Right,
Like the
right.
flu does, like
Right.
flu
It's
season.
going to be something we're going to have to deal with for years and years and years, likely.
So they're going to have
It's
to
funny
develop.
that you make that HIV comparison, because I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember when all that happened, but
Oh,
it
I
feels
am.
very much like that, like the way that
I
we were
seriously,
scared to touch other people,
right.
to touch utensils, to touch, like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it feels like now.
And you know what I wish somebody would do? Remember the AIDS blanket, where they took a picture
Mm-hmm.
of everybody that had died and sewed like a
Yeah.
quilt and took it to the White House or Capitol steps, I think. I really think that
Yeah,
needs to be done in this case, because,
I agree.
I don't want to get too political, but a lot of these deaths could have been preventable.
You think so?
Right.
Yes. There's when you
Well,
have a president that spent the entire month of February doing nothing. He did nothing.
refusing to act.
He refused to act the entire month of February. And he won't even ask that. He won't even answer that question. I mean, some poor woman journalist tried to ask him, wasn't last night, it was the day before, what he did through February, and he just started berating her and telling her she was fake news and blah blah blah. But yeah, he went to he had several golf outings during February and several political rallies. That's what he did in February.
Well, have you noticed that, like, some people are just being outright irresponsible?
Oh yeah. I drove to the grocery store yesterday, and I saw probably like 6 to 8 like teenagers. They were just all in a big group together.
Oh, I don't understand why they're not taking this serious. Because
Well, I mean,
people are saying,
I blame parents in that situation.
right.
I
Well,
won't
it's
let
not
my
just
kids go
teenagers. A lot
anywhere.
of adults are doing it too, and
Oh
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
there are
people
groups.
have people don't really know what to believe. Like, they don't know what to believe, if it's the news or if it's their Facebook feed or if it's
Well,
they
people are
don't know what to
saying
believe.
80%, 80% are going to be fine. So I'm probably in the 80%. I'm not going to be in the 20%.
Right.
So I'm going to be okay. But that's I don't know. That's just taking a
it's a
chance.
flawed that's flawed thinking. I mean, it just is. Not to mention, it's not only getting sick, it's you can be sick with this thing and not know it, and not be,
And
not have
spread it.
any symptoms, and go to the grocery store. I mean, I wear a mask to the
And
grocery
spread it
store.
around.
I
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
and I see these people refusing to wear one, and I'm like, you do not understand. And then, I've been accused of being like living in fear or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm not living in fear, because wearing a mask isn't going to stop me from getting it. However, if I'm infected and I'm asymptomatic, I need to be protecting those around me, like those in the public
right,
around me.
right.
And
Hmm.
wearing a mask will do that. Like, so I don't see what the big deal is, why people just won't mask up when they go, out to do their stuff. It's ridiculous.
Well,
It's
I
not
don't.
about,
Yeah,
if
I
I
don't.
knew that I made somebody sick and possibly killed somebody, I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
Mhm, exactly.
So
I mean, it's 80% will be fine for now. Everyone is going to catch this. Maybe not this time, but next time. I hope by then they have a vaccine or something. You know what I mean? I hope they.
vaccine. I mean, it'll come. It's just going to take a while, because, I mean, they have to get through trials, and then it takes a long time to manufacture,
Develop. Right,
the billions of vaccines.
right,
So they're not going to see one until 2021.
Mojo
right.
says her mask hides her vodka breath. That's
It's
funny.
my vodka breath. Well, believe it or not, and you might think I'm like paranoid, really paranoid. I wear mine to check my mail. I wear rubber gloves to
No,
turn
I
my
don't think
mail
that's
in.
paranoid.
Like I do. Like I think people are going to think
Well,
I'm nuts.
no, I mean, you're protecting
That's
your
not paranoia.
mailman,
That's
you know?
smart.
I'm
Yeah.
going to go
I
Yeah.
off
know it's
camera for a second. I'm going to take my camera off
yeah.
just
Oh
because
yeah.
I want to
Sure.
do a
Sure.
couple
Sure.
things. I
Yeah.
forget how to do that, though.
I think it's yeah.
Um, on the bottom, there's a little video button if you're on your phone.
She just did it. She did it.
Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully, hopefully everybody in here is in the 80% that, you're not going to get sick, and hopefully they will come up with a vaccination for us. But until then,
Hmm.
like we can't even go see our grandkids. I can't go see my kids. We were planning a trip in May to go visit them. We can't
Yeah,
go.
I mean, every time that you're feeling like you don't need to put on gloves or put on a mask, think about the people who are dying alone in hospitals. And I know that
Sure, Miss
on the
Murder.
news today, there were I think there were like 10 states. So I know that the
Oh,
majority of us don't live in those 10 states, but I do.
right,
And a lot of us do. So just think about the people who are suffering alone.
right.
So just do your part. It's like a lot of us feel helpless in times like this, but something everybody can do is protect ourselves from
Or
passing
protect
it to other
others.
people.
Yeah,
Right.
protect others. And that's the
Well,
thing. I wearing the mask. Really, I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. It's just, what do you do? Wanted to ask you if you will be a contestant on round 2 of How to Speak Aussie. I need 3 more non-Aussie channels. Yeah, absolutely, Miss Murder.
do you have an Aussie accent?
No, it's a contest. Who can do the best Aussie accent? I think it's a game.
Right. And
Game.
can
Like
you do it? That's what I meant to ask.
I can only do one phrase, but like I'm going to save that. I'm going to put that in my back pocket for when I play. I've been practicing.
Hey,
Hi,
LaDonna.
LaDonna.
So your phrase, if I remember correctly, is the dingo ate my baby.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll
Because I
teach you
saw
how
a
to say
movie.
one word that is no, but try to say no, but spelling it N-O-Y. So like you were gonna say noi
No,
or
no,
soy. You get noi. They say
no,
no, noi. You can't do
no.
that,
You can't do that.
Shayla.
No, you can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
No,
My
you
friend
can't do that.
Blinky, I don't know if you guys know her, but she's from Aussie. I love listening to her accent all the time. It's just great.
I love accents. I love all accents. Southern accents, British accents, Scottish accents. Um,
I do
accents.
them
I
when
just
I'm
French
alone.
accents. Joanne comes in here. Joanne Born to Sparkle. She comes in here. She's got a great French accent. Carla, let's do
Oh
French
yeah,
accent.
I've heard it.
Well, hello
Yeah,
there. How are you? I
she
am
does have a great
fine.
accent.
Jojo. I like the way she says Jojo. 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 Hello, Jojo. She says
I
Jojo.
would say my favorite European accents are like Irish, or I love the Slavic accents, like Russian or something about that. Just
I
makes
like
me
the
feel
German
really tingly.
accents. How they're really, they really pronounce the words like hard.
Mm,
Gee, Fanny
they're
is
very
vagina. Oh
passionate.
yeah, Miss Murder says when she says Fanny, it means vagina in Australia. It's so funny. It's so funny, like how we all like even Pittsburgh, we call it Pittsburghese when we say certain words that like aren't really like people wouldn't know. Like I'm gonna red up means I'm gonna clean up and
Hmm.
why are you being so nebby, which means why are you being so nosy? And there's just certain words that they use just and they call it Pittsburghese. So, but
Well,
yeah.
we have
Weird.
the Massachusetts accent is a little bit different, but it's sort of the same where we don't pronounce
Oh,
our R's, and
I don't know,
we have
like
words that we
I'm
say that
gonna
nobody else.
pack my car. I'm gonna go
In the
park my
Harvard
car.
yard.
You wanna see my garden? I'm gonna go park my car. That's what someone told me too. You don't pronounce your R's if you're going to do a Boston accent. You want to pack my car? So
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. Carla doesn't
But
mean
we have
a lot.
words too, like we like to insert wicked into anything, so we say wicked smart or wicked stupid. Like I don't know why wicked is just or pissa, which means awesome. That's wicked pissa, dude. So pissa means awesome in Massachusetts for
Oh,
some
I
reason. I
have
don't know why.
really never heard that. That's a
Yeah.
first for me. And I like my English accent. I do for Joe. Jojo, can I have a glass of water, please? She loves when I say that. Like we were playing around on here one day. She was doing hi. We're just playing
Hello, I'm
around with
back.
accents. I was saying that
Welcome
Pittsburgh has
back.
like Pittsburghese. We have certain words we use
Oh
in
yeah,
Pittsburgh, like we're gonna red up
Yins.
the house.
It's speaking Yinzer. Yinzer.
Yins, yins, yeah, not y'all,
Nope,
yins,
Yins.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
listen,
don't have
Carla.
it. I don't have it as thick as figure skating coach. She's got the like
Yeah,
perfect
she does.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's
Mm.
Pittsburgh. She has a
I'm
Pittsburgh.
going downtown.
Listen, Carla, I just wanted to hop on and introduce myself. I'm always in your
Okay.
side chats, so I'm gonna hop off. But thank you for having me,
I
and
can't
Oh,
see
I
you're
the
love
chat.
being in
welcome.
your side chats.
Yeah,
And I'll
thank
see y'all later.
you.
I'll still be in the side
Oh
chat, but
dang.
I'm
Okay.
gonna hop off panel.
Thanks for coming up. I
Yeah, thanks for
enjoyed
having
having
me.
you. Yeah, no
Now
problem.
the question is, how do I exit out of here? Oh, I see
I
it.
think there's like a X button. So. Well, yeah, and I did send, I don't know if you saw, did you see my message on my DM and on Twitter that I sent you? Look how pretty
Oh
you
yeah,
are. You're
yeah, I did.
gorgeous. I don't know why like you like don't have self-esteem because you were really
Look at
pretty.
my hair
Oh, you got
situation. Oh
beautiful
my.
hair.
Oh no, it needs cut so bad.
Yeah, but nobody can go to
I
the
know.
hairdressers. Like
I
we're all
know.
stuck at home. We're gonna have to. My husband did a mohawk on the
Oh
weekend.
geez.
He did a mohawk. He's got gray hair and he did a mohawk. He was like, I'm like, and then now our granddaughter wants him to dye it green or blue or something. I'm like, God, I wouldn't go in public with you if you did that. Like, well, no one's
That's.
gonna see me. Because when he goes into the office, like he's an essential worker in his office, so
Hmm.
they all have their own office. He says nobody sees me. He says I get in my car and go to work. I said, but you go to the grocery store. He says nobody knows me there. Hey, Amanda, how are you, Amanda? Look at Amanda's comment. I can't
I
say
can't.
that name because I have to keep that name out of my mouth
I
because she
can't.
called me a whore. a whore.
Laura.
Yeah. I love when you guys say that. Uh-oh. She bounced herself off. I'm from near Pittsburgh, but in West Virginia, and we speak Pittsburghese too. Hi, Mimi. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, it just depends. That's not a big deal. How are you, Mandolin? Mandolin. Are you doing a lot of homeschooling, Mandolin? I think I lost you. I think you just got bounced off, but I didn't bounce you off. Sometimes if your phone rings, like I've heard that sometimes people when they're on a panel, if their phone rings, it'll bounce them off. It's okay. You can come back up if you want. You're fine. Anybody can come back up, actually. As long as they cam up for like a second. Like I won't make them cam up for anybody. Look at me. Look like shit. Ada, love your vibe, mama. I love, yeah. I'm okay. Yes, we are. Too much schoolwork. Yeah, a lot of people are saying, my daughter's saying that too. She's like, now I'm a teacher. She's working from home. She says, I'm like a daycare worker. I'm a teacher. I work from home. Like, yeah, so it's like a lot of extra work. That's probably why a lot of people can't be online, like doing their live streams and stuff because they're homeschooling their kids and they doing all kinds of stuff. Yes, Jennifer is very pretty. And she had no makeup, which like I'm insanely jealous of. Do you? Jane, do you? Jane, I'm going to give you a wrench because I like you. You know what sucks though here is that I can't check your channels out, y'all channels. I'm just going to have to like make sure that um I'm a little careful because I've now people are cloning people's accounts and oh my God, it's like craziness. Like, people really need to get a life if that's their thrill and their what they like to do to people's channels. Very hard to get little ones to concentrate on schoolwork at home. I know. Well, that's what my daughter said. She said, well, the one is into Legos, and the other one is into video games. So the one that's into Legos wants to just play Legos, and the one that's into video games just wants to play video games. So she said it's like hard to get them concentrate on their schoolwork. I'm going to get some chores done. Love ya and have a great day, guys. Carla, message if you need anything. I will, misdemeanor. We had a great talk this morning. So yeah. Um, you want to come up, Miss Murder, and you can tell us all about your contest and maybe wait a minute. You guys want to go can one of my moderators like put her link to her. Yeah, can someone put the link to her channel in my chat? She's going to have a contest on her channel. Do you want to come up? Do you want to come up, Miss Murder? You're getting to be a regular in here. You're getting to be a regular panel hole, panner hole. Yeah, I'm popping everybody's cherry on my panel. Did she say yes? Put her link in. Yeah, put her link in. She's okay. I'll cam for a second, but I look like, hey, look, look. I've been called like everything but a white man the last week. So I'm sure. Can I be a whore if I don't give a F? Yes. Oh, thank you, Ginger Locks. Do you want to come up, Ginger Locks? I know you guys are close. don't know why I couldn't hear Jennifer Lynn at first. I couldn't hear her at all. It's like that um StreamYards works like occasionally, and occasionally it doesn't work. Sometimes it works without the earbuds in, and sometimes it works with the earbuds in. So I'm gonna have let me see you. Okay. Okay, you can turn it off now. Oh my God, what you got in your mouth? What is that?
It's
Hey,
paper.
why do you have paper in your mouth?
I'm rolling a cigarette.
Oh, you're rolling you roll your own cigarettes?
It's
Or
too
is that
expensive otherwise. It's too expensive.
that
I-
wacky tobacco?
No, just not.
No,
Well,
just
it's
normal
actually just
cigarettes.
mixed. It's a third tobacco, but I've cut down. So the other is it's called Real Leaf. It's made in I don't know, Afghanistan or somewhere, and it's marshmallow and something else, a couple of other raspberry.
Okay, so tell me about your contest, Missy.
I did one last year, and Jays for Justice won it. She's in the true crime community, and you'll get sent a trophy. So I had actually written out all the content for a second episode like a year ago. This is all the answers, so I'm not going to show you. So you'll get round one, and chat. Well, you'll have to have. You're going to have your camera on so you can see that no one's cheating. So round one, you'll be given a bunch of different words, and you have to tell me what that word actually means.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said before, like okay, the word is fanny, and then so
Vagina.
some Americans might say bottom or bum, and it's not that, So and then round two, there is a sentence, a phrase, and certain words in the phrase are underlined. So you just need a pen and paper, and you need to write out the sentence and substitute the word that's underlined with what it actually means. Excuse me,
Oh,
so that the whole sentence makes sense.
okay.
And then round three there will be with that phrase from round two. There will be a audience vote on who says that sentence the closest to Australian. I just
Oh,
made that one up just then.
just made it up in your head.
Yeah, it was like because there's only 2 rounds, so yeah.
So when is this going to be?
Well, I need to contact a couple more people, and then we can all work out a time that suits us, I think.
Okay.
So there's going to be Ginger Locks, you. I'm going to ask Inspirational John and Yankee. And I was going to ask Shani, that Crohn's chick, or that chronic pain chick, to help me
Okay.
co-host, because she's Australian as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
That sounds like fun, actually.
lots of fun. Lots of fun. It's hard to come up. It would be hard to come up with a round 3 and 4 and that, because I'm starting to run out of words. So, how do you put your hair back and then this bit?
I don't know. My hair's too short to put back, so.
It still looks really gold, but it's not. It's just the light. But yeah, I thought we need some fun, and I won Adult Pictionary the other day on Inspiration John's channel. I won Adult Pictionary, so that was fun. They do that.
How do you play that online? Like, isn't that a drawing?
He's got a whiteboard. So the three of them, there'll be Yankee, I think it's Inspirational John, or is it Inspiration John? People in comments might know, in chat. And then Shani, who was that Crohn's chick, she's now called that chronic pain chick. So if anyone's got chronic pain, she's a really good one to go to. Just talk about different things. Like I have fibromyalgia and a C5 neck fracture, which is old. And so the three of them do that once a week. They have a whiteboard up. He has a whiteboard up. They'll tell you when you can begin, and they'll tell you, okay, so 3 words, a place, and then you just start guessing it as he's drawing on the whiteboard. So lots of fun.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in for some fun on here. Seriously.
My brain to try to work out things you can do on YouTube besides just watch stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I've watched so many movies, so many documentaries, so I'm like, I never thought I'd hear the day when I say I'm sick of YouTube.
I watched, by the way, I did watch the 8th episode of The Tiger King yesterday.
I haven't watched it yet, only because
doesn't sound like he has too many allies on his side that want to see him get out of jail.
He's not a nice person. It's just that he's an interesting character, and that kind of overshadows. It really overshadows the whole purpose of the documentary, which is a shame.
I was really disappointed in hearing is that he killed perfectly healthy tigers for no reason. Internet blood
opportunity, so that you could say, "Here's me holding a tiger and pay $100 for the opportunity." Yeah, he's not a good person.
No, but I mean, he actually killed some of those tigers that were perfectly healthy to make room for other tigers. Which I felt was despicable. Like, and a lot of the people that were in his corner that worked for him think that he should stay in jail. They also think that other woman is guilty of killing her husband, but
Carol Baskin, she is.
Carol Baskin.
Yeah, so
there's a troll account with her name on it that comes in here every once in a while.
It's awesome. What was I going to say? Like Dr. Phil says, don't reward bad behavior.
Right.
And because of the way he is,
right,
it's infamous.
Well, the one guy said that he thinks he'll die in prison. Like, he doesn't think he'll ever get out of prison.
You mean as in like of
like I guess
or old age, or do you mean of it as attack?
I guess somebody said that Trump was looking into releasing him. Hannah, hide that person.
I wouldn't believe that at all. What kind of risk do you guys think Joe is in prison of being attacked? Do you think it's likely or not likely?
I think it's more likely to attack a child molester or rapist in prison than someone like him. Because I don't think he did anything like that.
Pretty much talk himself out of any situation if he's presented with it. But he is gay, so maybe. I mean, I don't want to presume, but it would be very different if he was straight in there as opposed to being a gay man in there. It's hard to know, Ada. I don't know. Yeah, isn't it ironic that he wanted so bad to be a star and to be popular, and it took him going to jail where he can't enjoy any of the perks of it for it to happen. So
yeah, it's crazy. The whole thing was like, I want to watch Who is this Hannah person? Why is she saying
Hannah, what
this?
are you saying? You are soon dead? What?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that person should be hid from the channel.
I think you're a weirdo.
Saying it's messed up. It's stupid.
Go away, stupid people. Go find something constructive to do with your life. I'm camming off because I'm lying down. But I do have pants on. It is Pants Wednesday, so is it Wednesday?
Is it? Yeah, I think it is actually.
Thanks, Majojo. She hit her for you.
I don't know, Jojo. Probably some weirdo.
Dumb
Would be
bitch.
my
Yeah,
guess.
my sentiments exactly. Anyway,
Hey, 180.
but no, I haven't watched the 8th one yet. So
Yeah, I watched it yesterday. I watched it yesterday afternoon. It was just like interviewing. It wasn't very long. It was just interviewing people that were in the
yeah,
first one and how they were portrayed and who should portray them in a movie. Like they all
yeah,
have their own ideas of who should
so
portray
far.
them. Right.
Um,
Remember the
Ellen,
one that had her arm was chewed off by a tiger?
yeah, yeah,
I guess she wants a guy to play her because she identifies as a guy, which I
right.
thought she looked kind of masculine, but I didn't ever thought anything of
Yeah,
her. I knew she was a
she's
woman.
pretty androgynous, but
Yeah.
what was I going to say? So, David Spade interviewed a whole heap of them.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, so as you know, he played Joe Dirt. And Ellen interviewed David Spade last week. So Ellen's another one doing, the shows from home. Frenchie is backstage.
No, she's not. You want to come up, Frenchie?
She says
No,
she is.
nobody's backstage at all.
You advance to the next page,
Yeah,
Frenchie.
you need to come, like, keep going. And you're gonna have to cam up for a second. Hi, 180, by the way. I see you.
Because she doesn't feel 100%, Joanne. A bit like me.
What's that?
Joanne was saying, why are you hiding now?
Who's hiding? You? Oh, you or
You.
me? Oh, me,
Yeah.
because I ran over, I left actually to get a coffee. So,
You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. Some days you don't
oh
feel
my
like
God, Jen is a 180 fangirl. Jen,
it.
180, you got fangirls in here. Oh no. 180 is the spawn of Satan, I thought. But just having them on your panel.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't have them on your panel because they're just terrible. And I don't get it. I don't get why he gets such a bad rap. He's always been really nice. Like I've never even seen him raise his voice like some people do.
People say things that they don't mean or in the heat of the moment all the time. You can't, if someone came to me and said they never have, I wouldn't, they're lying. Um, you
Right.
know,
You
and
say things
as far
react.
as attacking, Ginger Locks for saying that she liked 180, she didn't know what he had said to that other woman. So we can't be on every live for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to know what every creator said bad about someone else.
But you got to hear the whole story too. You got to
Yeah,
hear why he said it,
yeah.
what triggered him to say it. Like it's not
Should he have
always
said
like
it?
it's
Should
not
he have
always
said
black
it?
and white.
No. Should he have said it? No.
No,
That's not what
no,
I'm saying. Should he
no.
apologize? Yes, I think so. But um, that doesn't mean that you tar someone with the same brush
Right,
just for liking a certain creator.
right. And
You
that's the same with saying that I support racism and child abusers because I had Brian St. John on my panel. I don't believe he is either of those things. Does he do some messed up things? Do I think sometimes he does like some screwed up things? Yeah, I do. Do I
Yeah.
agree with everything he does? No, I don't.
No. Yeah, that's what we say. Darth Grave, what are you talking about?
Oh, who knows? Another troll.
Get rid of them too.
Yeah, get rid
Idiot.
of them. It's probably coming from the same place. That would be my guess. 180 is actually the total opposite of what people think. And he's never done anything. I'm like, yeah, okay, someone will come in here and attack him and he'll say something back to them. Like, that's what I have witnessed him doing. Have I ever witnessed him start a fight with anybody? No. I've seen him clap back at somebody. So, you know,
Yeah, but that's going to happen if people keep poking the bear. People are surprised. Oh my god.
oh my God, let's look at what he said. But
Yeah,
they will
I
only
just
say
believe.
one part of the conversation. They won't tell the whole part of the conversation. They won't say, well, I came in there
No, it's
first
not
and
in
said,
context.
I don't believe he's sick. Well, you don't have the right to say that to a person, and you don't know how that affects a person, and why
Yeah.
he clapped back and said whatever he said, which I don't agree with. I wouldn't say it, but a lot of people have said a lot worse on here and done a lot worse on here. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and they say, how can you let Brian talk to you like that? I've had women talk to me worse than what Brian has ever talked to me on here.
Hmm.
Worse.
I don't have a problem with Brian. I just when I come into a live and he's yelling, I'm like, I'm out. Yeah.
Right, Amanda. Amanda says, I hate when people say that when I know differently. Exactly. And some people know that, like, for a fact that that person isn't like that. And they just
Mhm.
can't stand it.
Well, I just subscribe to the theory that um, if someone hasn't done anything personally to me, then there's no point in me, you know, unsubscribing from them and doing a witch hunt and all the rest of it. Yeah,
Well,
if you haven't done,
what I
you know,
hate is creators that say, well, if you have them in your chat, then I'm going to unsubscribe. Well, then unsubscribe to me. I don't care. I'm not doing
yeah,
my channel to please you. Like,
yeah.
so I'm not telling people if I see you in this chat, I
And
just,
don't tell me I have to choose
yeah,
between one or the other. I'll
exactly.
watch whoever the fuck I want. Thank you.
That's right. That's right. And I'll have whoever the fuck I want on my panel.
That's
Sorry,
right.
not sorry.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm just sick of people like telling you how to run your channel. Like, it's
Yeah.
not your channel. And if you don't like it, don't watch. That's the thing. Take your
Yeah.
own advice. Like a lot of people will say, well, if you don't like it, don't watch. Yet they know every single person that's on your panel, that's in your chat. Well,
I mean,
obviously they're watching.
as far as creators go, imagine if you put that energy that you're putting out, to other creators. Imagine if you put all of that energy into your own channel. How awesome it would be.
Hmm.
That's
Exactly.
the way
And
I
my
think of it.
channel isn't about anything. We don't talk about anything.
Mm-mm.
I actually let people talk about what they want to. And
Yeah.
it could be anything from day to day. I never know. So
Yeah.
shut up 180. But and I kind of try to want to have fun, but I find myself having to defend myself, like for the last couple weeks anyways. I find myself having to defend myself every day, and it's not going to happen anymore. I'm done saying I'm
That,
sorry.
that shit's tiring. And
Exactly. It gets tiring.
you got better things to do with your time, more fun
Right.
things.
Yeah. And like, they're not my family. They're not, important that what they think of me and calling me a whore and whatever, Tucky or whatever they did in their life. And I know they did, while at the same time saying that I should keep their name out of my mouth. Well, do
Yeah.
the same thing. Practice what you preach. That's what I say. Practice what you preach.
Yeah.
Notice
I've
I'm not
heard
even saying their name
I've heard
because,
people on lives agree with each other not to speak about each other, and then the very next day one of them breaks that rule.
right,
I'm like, what's the point? What's
right.
the point?
And what I have stopped doing is going in that channel and not watching any of those channels. They can say what they want. They can blame whatever they want on me. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
human being.
exactly. Ada, don't come for me and I won't come for you.
Right.
So
Right. But,
simple.
you know, they're not important to me. And the people that believe them, I don't want to unsub me or not talk to me because of who I've had on my panel. They're not,
That's ridiculous.
but there is people that have been in my comments and said, well, I'm unsubbing now because you've had this one on your panel. You've had that one on your panel.
I'd be like, great, hang on, let me do it for you. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Some wackadoo creators are here just to keep trying to pull normal creators into their crazy. Don't keep falling for this bullshit, Carla. All the subs see who they are. I know.
You're
And
a
I'm
lot
done.
like me. You're a lot like me. You can be a little bit naive, I think, and like too nice.
Mm-hmm.
People take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that in many life lessons over probably the last 10 years. And I would say you've seen that movie Jim Carrey. I think it's called Yes Man.
I don't think I've seen that now.
No, so Jim Carrey plays this guy who's always saying no to things, and then I don't know, someone comes, an angel or I don't know, some guy comes and says,
Oh, I might have
"Now
seen that. Yes,
you have
he
to
says
say
yes
yes
to
to
everything.
everything." That was me 10 years ago. I could not say no to people,
Right.
you know, and now I'm like, where were they when I needed them? You know, they were nowhere to be found. So
Exactly.
unfortunately, we have to be a bit more
Aggressive.
aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, and not let people walk all
Not
over
as
you.
in, angry or violent or anything like that, but
No. And even my titles aren't like directed at somebody, but if you go back in another creator's titles, you see it's all negative and it's screaming, it's big capital letters and it's hateful.
the
It's
only videos I've made about another creator, I mean, despite that's not collaborations, is Oni. And the only reason I did that was because that that was criminal.
right.
That's the reason that I asked Diane if I could use her content and of him coming on and talking about things. So, people like he committed crimes for that, and I have a true crime channel, so that's the reason for.
And here's the thing, you do have a true crime channel. You do post true crime videos.
Yeah.
It's not all about drama with you. I mean, you have fun. I mean,
No, I've been doing it for 14 months and I have like 1,800 subs.
right.
If if I wanted to have 5,000 subs, I could do it easily just by changing who I am, but I'm not going to change my intrinsic nature
Well,
for
I think a
numbers.
lot of people get a lot of subs, and I probably am guilty of that too, have gotten a lot of subs by the drama, but do I like it? Do I like someone going on a platform and calling me a whore? I don't think so. I
No,
don't think anybody would like that.
no,
I'm not,
exactly.
and people say, "Oh, you're always a victim. It's always me, me, me." No. If someone was calling you a whore every other day, I don't think you would like it either. It's not that I'm a victim of this person. It's the person that's hateful.
Yeah.
And I'm allowed to, I mean, I've never cheated on my husband, so I'm not a whore. I've never, whatever. I don't make titles just to like shred someone to
Yeah.
bits. But,
Um,
you're not going to tell me, what to do on my own channel. Like I can do what I want.
I don't. Yeah. I Yeah. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. The only time I care about views is if it's a people contact me and say all you do is care about the views, and I go, damn Skippy, I do. If it's a missing person, I want them as many people as I can
Oh, of
to see
course.
it. That's care about views.
Right. And that's
Yeah.
the thing, like, yeah. And but you can have fun too on it, even on a different channel. You can still have a fun, fun live stream. Just talk to people.
Mm.
Nobody can tell you how to run your own channel. It's just not. You shouldn't do it.
I know I'm only new here. Gingerlocks tells me which channels to subscribe to.
Oh, I know.
But it kind of feels like I've been here for years. Like it's comfortable and Joanne, who's a troll?
Ada says whore is not the first word that comes to mind when I think of you, Carla.
What's the first
Well,
word?
I actually played that for my husband, and he said, "Who the hell?" Well, he knew from listening to that person. He knew who that person
What does
was,
he say?
and
What does he say
he
about
was
all of this?
pissed. He was pissed. He said, "How dare she?" He said, "She says, how dare you?" He said, "How dare she talk about my wife like that?"
Yeah.
That's low life. And then he said to me, block her channel. Don't go there. He said, don't even listen to her. She doesn't have any, don't let her have any room in your head. Because I wanted to hear, like, I wanted him to see how hateful people can be on here. Like,
No, my husband's very different than he's just like, nah, don't want to hear it. It's stupid. Block them,
Ashley,
He,
I think she thinks I was hussy. I want to be a skank. I'm a skank
What?
woman.
what?
Okay, assassin, Carla. She don't.
I'm lost. My JoJo's after you. She's a troll. I think she's
JoJo.
joking. I think
No,
she's joking.
there was a JoJo in here. There was a JoJo troll in here.
Oh, not my JoJo.
Not my JoJo, no. It was a
I
different.
was like,
It was in here earlier.
my JoJo's not a troll. Okay, yeah.
No, this
Sam,
is
is
not
this
a
a
pod.
podcast?
Is it a podcast? I don't know. What's a podcast?
Kind of.
What's the difference? The only skank here is Ash 274. Well, she puts 180 in her trunk all the time, so he's got abandonment issues. Carla, what did I tell you months ago? Everyone gets a turn on the being hated carousel.
Yeah,
Oh,
we talked about that the other day, Remy. Yeah. Remember it was Marissa about Shanann Watts, and then it was what's her name, faking cancer, and then it was something else. Analyzer, yeah.
right.
I mean, get out of here.
Yeah, don't be putting idiot.
I'm not ringing you.
Yeah, no one is. And
Reach out and touch someone who gives a shit.
yep.
180 is a hooker.
180 is a hooker. That's what I heard, but I wasn't sure. Like, I was trying to picture that, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure about that.
What is the hourly rate
Yeah, I
for
would like to know that too.
such hooking?
Does he rent a hotel room by the hour or by the day?
But it might be by the minute. Mine only takes
no,
10 minutes.
that's other people that rent by the minute. But yeah, I think MFW's boyfriend, I think, might rent by the minute. I shouldn't say that, but I saw some things on YouTube, or not YouTube, but where was it? On Twitter about that whole blowjob on Strand. It was interesting. Did you hear about that?
I heard something about it in
Yeah,
chat. Not.
yeah. What did Remy say? There's a motel
I'm
that's
just
down
waiting for YouTube
at
chat to catch up.
There's a no.
Is
A
your
motel.
hey, just out of curiosity, is your sleep pattern out of whack?
Oh my God. It's crazy because here's the thing, I've been
Like what's a normal day for you, like pre-COVID-19?
I would get up at I would get up about 6 o'clock in the morning, make my husband coffee. then I would have a couple cups of coffee and then go and do my live. And then I would do, cook, bake, whatever. I don't even feel like doing that. And
Yeah.
then I would go, like, I would get in my car. I might go to McDonald's and get a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. I might go to the mall. I might, I don't know. I would be doing something, driving around doing something, going to the mall, whatever.
So
Now,
what state are you in?
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So now I'm not
Been
going
there
anywhere.
already.
And in the afternoon, I start to get tired.
Mm.
And then I want to take a nap. Like,
Yeah.
and then I feel like
I think that just comes from lack of brain activity, like lack of stimulation.
I think doing less makes me more tired, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense to you. Because I'll even sleep again at night. Like I'll fall asleep like early in the night, then I'll wake up, then I'll be up like in the middle,
Yeah.
go back to sleep. Like my sleep patterns are so like out of whack. It's just I just want my eyebrows waxed, Remy says. I would love to go to the hairdresser and get my hair like cut, but whatever. It doesn't look like that's
Yeah, that's
for a
why I
long
thought I'd dye my hair and just like something different to do.
right. It's just I'm getting trolls like crazy in here. It's crazy.
You are. You got 30 dislikes and 22 likes. 31
I do.
dislikes
You know
and
what?
22 likes.
I have more dislikes before I even start a live than I have likes. So
I know.
it's just crazy. Like people
I
just
think it's so
love.
funny when you get
I,
a
I
thumbs
don't
down and
know
you
how
haven't even started.
I would like to know how to hide those so people don't get such a satisfaction out of seeing how many dislikes you have.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't.
even know. I
Oh,
tried
look,
to
there's
figure out.
another one.
I tried to figure out how to do it, and I can't. I don't know how to do it.
Hey, two tacos.
Ash says, Remy, I can hook you up with Tweety Bird, aka El Day. Her eyebrows are on fleek. She has the
I need on fleek eyebrows. I am.
McDonald's. God. Oh my goodness. I don't know. You've seen that person? I don't know. I didn't know who El Day was. Like some people know.
No, I've never heard of them.
Oh,
Ginger Locks, are you coming up or are you trying to get the kids in order? What time is it? Eastern 9:41.
she said she was trying to wake up the dead. I'm
Yeah.
back to homeschool. I'll have a gate. You too, Amanda. You too, Amanda. Thanks for coming in, hon. Oh, hell no, Ash. My wonderful brows will never be parentheses.
That's clever comment. I like that.
Some people get their eyebrows, what do you call it, tattooed? And their lips tattooed or whatever. Their lips
Yeah,
tattooed.
yeah. Was cosmetic tattooing.
I don't know. I don't know. That seems like such a permanent thing to do to me. Like, you know.
But for
Yeah,
people with like alopecia and or people who have gone through cancer treatments,
right.
you
Well,
know,
I can understand that. I can
that
understand.
you know, that's the
Right.
only option really. I mean, gosh, even people, even women who have had mastectomies and can have the areola, what's it called? Areola tattooed um on to them to make it seem like a nipple.
Oh yeah, they can do so much now. They can do.
Yeah,
They can
I don't know how we got
reconstruct
onto that
just about.
conversation, but
They can reconstruct just about everything. Like,
yeah.
yeah, they can do anything nowadays. But I've had a friend that had a facelift, and she said it was the most painful thing she ever did. She said,
Uh,
"Oh my God, she was in so much pain, and she was all bandaged up. She had black eyes, and she said, "Oh my God, I'm in so much pain."
uh,
Like, yeah,
if I could do anything, yeah, I would have a breast lift and a breast reduction because I've
I would
always
get
been big.
I would
Even as a teenager, I was
get
big.
rid of these. I'd get rid of these, but that's expensive.
Mm.
or Botox. I might get Botox. I don't
I
know.
would get Botox and then my whole family yells at me, "You don't need Botox," and I'm like, I just want it for like the under the eyes. They're not
Yeah, I might
they're
get
not
Botox.
they're not baggy, but they're maybe it's the dark circles. Maybe Botox can't fix that. I don't know.
Ew, Remy. Many women who have had reconstruction surgery after breast cancer have I don't know that word, tat
Areola. So
on
the
the
dark bit.
only skin that's similar is inside the vagina. Oh, Carla, those type of tattoos fade big time to the point you can't even see them, so not so permanent.
Ah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
interesting.
I didn't know
Hey,
that.
.com.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
so
Jojo. Good morning,
I
Brown.
priced it. It cost me about 6,000. Now that's Australian, so that's probably more like
Oh,
4,000 US.
Ems does not need surgery. She's beautiful.
Hey, Ems, you don't need surgery. Get out of here. Bye bye.
She won't need, she won't ever need surgery. She's beautiful. Bitch. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Come on.
I
I
know.
love Ems. I love Ems. You guys are all, I have such beautiful women that come in my chat. So
I think
they're all
Jen's here.
beautiful.
If you scroll up a little bit, Life with Jen, I think it's there.
Let's send me a link. Oh, you want a link? Oh, sure. Come on up, Jen. Jen's a sweetheart.
Remy, I'm hearing you, girlfriend. I'm hearing you.
She oops, I hit send too soon. She was recently in a stream with me for a while. I thought she had finally, but nope. Blah, she needs to. I don't know.
Hi.com. Thank you for joining
That's a
for
different.
the first time.
I sent a link for somebody. Who did I send? Did I send a link for Jen? I did.
Jen.
I think I did.
Yeah, it's there.
So, um, I'm going to ask you a question because I got some flack for this last week.
Yeah.
I had a dog. Well, I usually go on at 7:30 in the morning, and
Yeah, you were saying that. Yeah.
and one day I had a doctor's appointment, and the doctor's appointment was over the phone, and it was at 9:40.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this other creator got really pissed off at me because I supposedly, even though I don't have a crime channel and that person does, got really pissed off at me because I went on at the same time as she did. And like, I guess she was like really upset with me, but I hadn't, like, I didn't know that it was a competition between us because I don't really.
Okay. I won't say I've done the exact same thing, but because I didn't get angry. It's more frustration, and it's not a competition. But when if you guys share, oh, now I can't hear you.
I'm here.
Oh, sorry.
I'm here.
No, that's all right. So if for example that person thinks that if you guys share the same kind of subscribers, it doesn't. You don't have to be both the same type of channel. Um, then I mean you've got 146 people in here right now.
Mhm.
I've only ever had that once. Like usually, if I'm lucky to get like 10. So the feeling is, if someone else is live, what's the point in going live? For me, it's frustration. I'm not angry. I wouldn't be going out and abusing you and going, "Why are you going live?" Unless there had been an agreement. And some creators do get together. They did in the beginning, like Oni and JS for Justice and the rest of it, to say we won't go live at the same time. But when the falling out was happening, Oni was going live on purpose the same time that Jay was going. So,
But that person never, I never had an agreement and I never realized because
you're under no obligation. And there is no protocol or YouTube, etiquette for this unless someone unless they decide. It's frustration because
but shouldn't she have contacted me first instead of
yes,
firing up a live and saying that I
yes,
did this on purpose?
yes,
Because I
absolutely,
certainly did not do it on purpose. I had a late,
absolutely. I
I
believe
had a
all of this
late
stuff.
doctor's appointment that day. It was a phone-in doctor's appointment. It was at 9:30, and I think I went on at 10 or 10:30. And I didn't even think about it. I just went on after my appointment. And then
Yeah.
she fired up a live and just went. I
No,
thought I really didn't
wrong.
realize I had like stepped on her toes about that.
It's like all of this stuff. Instead of making videos about people or going into chats and doing all of this stuff, why don't you be an adult and contact the person privately and try to sort it out? What she's done is wrong. What I'm saying is I have felt not her way, not angry, but I'm like, I want to go live and I'll see Marissa's on, for example. There's no point in me going live because
Right.
everyone's over there. So
Right.
I understand her.
But
I
you know,
understand why
instead of
she
firing
reacted,
up that angry, horrible
how
live that
she
she fired up, I
totally
wish
wrong.
she would
Yeah.
have like come to me and said, "Look, this is the time, and if it ever happens again, don't do it."
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
she
No,
didn't. Like it was just like I was in shock that she would,
no, you didn't do
and
anything wrong.
she slandered me so bad. Like she says she's a nice person, but she's not a nice person. I mean, my God, I've never done that to her. And
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say the name of that person, but it just like people sent me the link to her live and I listened to it and I'm like, oh my God. Even though I don't do
Yeah.
anything close to what she does, I haven't been in her live for a long time. I didn't even think about it. I just went live after my doctor's appointment. And
Exactly, Em. People don't own time slots on here. Yeah. Yeah. No, I
yeah.
agree. I
Well,
agree. You haven't done anything
but
wrong. The way
if
she's gone
someone would
about it is wrong.
and if someone came in here and said, look, I would like to go live. I mean, I would like to do this or this, which happened yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before because I want to have a game day. I'll go off. I don't care, but I won't fire up a live and say, how dare they come in here and tell me what, oh my God, it was just horrible. It was just horrible. Like, I wish she would have come to me privately and said, look, next time this happens, could you please
Yeah.
not go live at this hour because this is the hour I go
Explain
on.
why you feel the way you feel,
Right. Hi, Jen.
Anger's.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Hi, how is everybody today?
We're good.
Oh
How
my
are
goodness.
you?
Oh my
Listen to
goodness,
that
your
sweet
voice.
voice.
I'm
It's so
good.
cute.
Oh, thank you.
So what do you think about all that? Like this,
What's been going on?
yeah, what's been going on?
Not much. I agree with you guys completely on everything, I don't think that I know nobody can tell me who to like and who not to like or what creator to watch. And
It's really off-putting.
I think too that there is some sort of unsaid etiquette, maybe. I don't know. I know that if I'm live in the morning and Carla's in my chat or we're on panel or she wants to go live, I get off because I enjoy Carla's live. So, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, oh, Carla's live, let's go over there. It's that kind of thing.
If she would tell me, like she could tell me privately, look, I'm going live. Do you want to come over? And I would go to her live. I wouldn't even go live.
It's
but
a
I did not
thing.
Yeah, because we're friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I did not even realize I had done like her dirty. Like that's how I feel. Like I had
No,
done
you didn't.
her horribly
You didn't.
dirty. And I felt bad about it because of how she just went after me and said I was not a nice person. I'm not this and that, blah, 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 blah. But,
Nobody can judge your character.
no,
No.
but they do.
They just see a small snippet of you every day. They don't see the other 23 hours or
Right.
20 hours.
If we see the worst in everybody every day, it's very unflattering, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Let's try and
nobody's
find the good in
perfect.
people before I...
Nobody's perfect. We're all human. I mean, we all have our flaws. Like,
Exactly.
if you're going to just put up someone's bad, you know, bad character all the time, of course, you're going to get a lot of haters.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's what's been happening to me lately. And not only just me, but about who I have on my channel, who I have in my chat, who I haven't. It's just crazy. Like, I'm a Molly fangirl now because Molly's been on my channel a few times. But, you know, whatever. I mean, so I
And
like her.
Can't we have a channel that's just unbiased? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we should be able to. I think I wanted to have, that's how I started out wanting what I started out wanting. But it seems like you can't.
No, you get pushed into a side, you know?
Yeah. It's like, if you have that person in your chat, then you can't be my friend.
Well, and I saw somebody make a comment that we're considered the racist group now. At what
Oh,
point?
really?
Yeah, at what? That's a really dangerous thing to say. You know what I mean? At what point am I a racist? Nobody knows who I am, you know? Like, I've never said anything like that. And for somebody to come out and say that is a really dangerous statement.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to say it to me. Nobody probably knows that I'm part Maori, the
See?
Indigenous people of New Zealand. So,
Right, you know?
Hi, Frenchie. Call me Frenchie is up here. Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hi, Nat.
I wanted to tell you guys that I had a full mommy makeover, plastic surgery. I get it all done. Yeah.
I
And
need that.
it's not as expensive as you think. And I'll have to say that a breast augmentation is probably the cheapest thing you can do. A tummy tuck and like I guess that would be the most expensive thing to do, but most people don't need a tummy tuck. They just, you know, when you get your breasts lifted, you don't need a tummy tuck. Everything just kind of lifts, right?
Yeah, I'm not concerned about anything else. It's just, you know.
Right, and it makes you feel that makes you feel amazing. You know, you end up feeling perky and 20 years younger. You do, you know.
Right.
Yeah. It's not just that either, though, because I have an old C5 neck fracture too, so it exacerbates that, having this extra weight on my breast.
On top.
I mean, I'm a double D. And no matter, yes, I've got to lose this extra weight that I've put on, probably anywhere between 50 and 100 pounds, but my boobs tend to stay the same. Like they don't reduce. So
right, that's what happened to me this murder. I lost a bunch of weight, and it was like the exact same thing happened with my neck. Like, it ended up where my whole arm went numb, my whole right arm went numb, and
oh my gosh,
yeah, and so I lost the weight, and then I was stuck with my breasts never really shrunk, right? So we took care of that, and since then it's been a lot. I've been able to like run, and you know, you do a lot more things.
Yeah, for me, it's not really cosmetic. That's a perk. You know, that's a bonus.
Right.
But you know, getting like cysts and things like that because they're not lifted up to, you know.
Right. I've had the same thing. Yep.
You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So
I had
terrible, like really bad sunburn, rashes.
Yeah. I had that underneath my skin. It was just horrible. It was horrible. And it's just because your skin needs to breathe, you know, and if it's constantly sitting on skin, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad someone understands. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey, Natalie, how are you? Can she hear us?
Hey,
Can you hear
Simon.
us? Hey, Simon. Can you hear us, Natalie?
Geez, the trolls are in tonight, aren't they?
Oh my gosh. I don't hear Natalie at all.
No, I can't either.
We can't hear you, Natalie.
Go back out and come back in.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, earbuds, ginger
Yeah.
locks.
Or yeah, maybe if you go back in and come back, sometimes it works.
Although I haven't got earbuds on, so.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not working. We can't hear you, honey.
Who else has come in?
Simon says, what
Hello,
the hell is going on?
Simon.
I don't know. We were just
Speaking of Simon, I was going through the garage today and I found my old Simon game. Remember that game, the memory game?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, I haven't got any batteries here to see if it works, but gosh, that thing has to be
We've got
30.
that game too, that thing with the buttons that you
That's
have
a
to like.
blast from the
Yeah,
past.
it has to
That
be
is a
35
blast.
years old easily.
Oh, how fun.
I wonder if it still works.
We have it. We have that game here. We played it before. It's like I'm not very good at it. I always forget.
After
Yeah,
35 years, I think it would defeat me.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to log off, guys, because this is that time zone that I got in trouble, that time frame that I got in trouble for being on at the same time as that other person was on. So
You don't have to get. Are you kidding me? Stop it.
well, I don't want to get into trouble. Like I heard that that horrible
Stand your ground, woman.
I don't even know who's live. I don't even know who we're talking
Well,
about.
I'll tell you in private because it was posted
Yeah, don't
somewhere.
name names. But
I mean, how many people are in our chat right now?
There's 141.
140.
So
140.
140 people are enjoying the chat. Maybe some haters. Who knows? I really don't care. But
Oh, I'm sure.
you know
I'm
what I
sure
mean?
there's
Like,
big watchers.
but I would just watch. If I'd watch your numbers and everybody's in chat, they're enjoying.
Do
the
not
chat.
let another channel kick you off in a certain time frame. If people want to watch them, they'll go over and watch them. There's 140 people here who want to watch you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just worried because I don't want to spawn another live that just like said that I was
No,
infringing.
I'll deal with it. I'll cut it. I'll cut a
Mary.
bitch for you. All right.
All right.
All
No,
good.
it's just like I
In
got
the hood. Yeah.
bad comments about how selfish and how
No,
selfish I
you're
was
not.
going on.
Not at
That's
all.
someone who's trying
And
to
I had-
gaslight you.
Right.
Yeah. But I felt bad about it because I really didn't do it on purpose. I did go live after my doctor's appointment, but I couldn't go before because I didn't know what time he was going to call me. And then I went afterwards. But if someone came to me, like Jen came to me and said, look, I want to go live at 6:00 in the morning or 7:30 in the morning. Do you think, you could wait? I would.
Yes.
I would
People do that.
do it.
Reasonable people do that, and they do
Right.
come to agreements.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I wish she had done instead of firing up a live and saying what a horrible person I was for doing that.
Your channel, you can go. You can go live whenever you
Well,
want.
Yeah. Thank you. .com. But I did feel bad because of like here comes Frenchie. Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Can you hear us?
You know.
Hello?
And if this other person's channel is so great, they don't need to worry. People will go and watch them if they want to watch them.
Right.
Well, that's what I thought too. Like I wasn't even thinking about it because I'm not that genre that she does is not what I do. It's not. It's just not. Hi, misdemeanor.
Hi, misdemeanor. And
Um,
you know, sometimes you've got 4 channels going all at once, and I have to decide which one do I want to watch.
I sometimes flip. I sometimes flip around and watch different
Yeah,
channels.
yeah, depending on what they're
You know,
talking about.
yeah.
You know,
So
if I
I
come in
follow.
here and Brian's yelling, I'm out, and I'll go and watch True Crime Daily or Scott
Yeah.
Reich, or
And that's a good.
you know,
Yeah, and sometimes when Marissa's on, and if
yeah,
Marissa's on and someone else is on, I'll watch her channel for a bit. I'll watch someone else's channel for a bit.
yeah.
That's
It's
right.
like
People
it's
like
just like
that.
it's just like channel surfing and TV
Yeah.
surfing.
I think
We
that's
always
our
used to.
right to do that as subs, like to
It
choose
is, and
where we go.
but as a creator,
Can you
you
hear
should
me
not
now?
feel bad. Yes, we can hear you.
I'll be honest, I get bored with one creator. I would get so bored. Nope.
Yes.
Nope. I need 2 sides to every story.
Boss
Yeah,
lady
yeah.
said,
I'm
"Good morning,
flipping.
Carla. I'm back now that someone who will not be named is gone." I don't know who you're talking about, but whatever.
Misdemeanor. I'm
I love
confused.
Simon. Like Simon, why the hell are trolls on attack this morning? I don't know. I think because that's what they get, some kind of sick, perverted, get some kind of a thrill. There's been a few trolls of you, Jen, in here. I've deleted, but I think I know where they're coming from.
Well, yeah, it's
You do?
obvious. I have like one enemy in my tiny little channel,
Right.
and I've got 9,000 trolls for,
Yeah. That
one.
made a troll name about you.
Right,
It's kind of obvious.
Right, because I called one person out on her lies, and I'm not the only one that called her out. Let's not forget, there's 20 people behind me in line waiting.
I know. Yep. Carl, I've seen MGL leave a live and come to yours, so I'm thinking, are you YouTube famous in my book? Oh, well, I don't know. And I actually really sometimes I like to go on in the morning, and I like to go on at night too sometimes, because sometimes my night lives have been like really, really fun. We've had some really fun night lives, late at night. But
That reminds me when I was in November and I was in Louisiana and I went to one of the Walmarts in Lake Charles, and this really young girl, impressionable girl, on the front thing says, "Oh, I love your accent." I said, "Well, actually, you have one too." And she's like, "No, I don't."
oh yeah,
and when she said, "What do you do?" And I said, "I'm a YouTuber." She's like, "Oh, you must be like famous."
do you think Americans have an accent? Like, we think you guys have an accent. Do you find that we have an accent?
Yeah, of course you do.
See, that's what I think. We all talk normal, because that's most of the shows we watch and stuff are like they talk like us, so we don't think we have an accent, but we think you all have an accent.
Yeah, so Australians don't have an accent because I'm Australian.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Suffice to say that I'm in Queensland, and it's a bit like if you're from Boston or you're from California, that kind of thing. You can hear the difference. In Queensland, we're very more laid back. How you going? That kind of thing. And people in the southern states, it's kind of a little bit different. You can kind of hear it.
The dialect is different.
Yeah, the dialect
in other regions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's like I like the southern accents here and the Bostonian accents
Shake
here.
and bake. Yeah.
And some people even say like Californians have a certain way of talking, like a certain accent.
I find the Boston to be the hardest.
Well, somebody was on here from Boston this morning and said you just don't pronounce your R's. Like, I want to pack my cat. They just don't pronounce their R's. So yeah, that's what I was told this morning.
I've got a couple good stories about Boston and Mr. Whitey Bulger.
Didn't you say you were from there, or your family was from there?
No, my dad and
right.
My
I
dad
went
grew
there.
up
I
in
went
New
there
York.
for the weekend when I was 15. Oh, just for the weekend, 2 nights I went.
Have you heard of Whitey Bulger, Miss Murder?
No.
Oh my gosh, you need to look that up. It's right up your alley.
He's a gangster.
Well, and he was involved in so many different murders where he was the hitman.
Okay.
So he was involved in the Irish mob, and then he turned informant. You know the movie. Oh, what is it? Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson,
Catch Me If You Can.
The Departed.
I was pardon.
The Departed. It's all about him. So it's really
Well,
good.
that's good because one part of me is, as I said, was Maori, the
Didn't he
indigenous
just
people of New
was he
Zealand.
murdered? Was he
other
murdered
part
not
of
too long ago?
Yes,
Wasn't he murdered? He was
Yep.
murdered. Yeah.
The other part of me is Irish, so that
Oh
would
my
definitely
gosh,
be great.
you would love that then.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
let me know what you think about it, because
definitely.
yeah.
Look, hang on. Oh, cigarette keeps going out. I want to write it down. I'm just gonna get my notepad out here. Okay, so what am I looking? Where is it?
It's called The Departed, and Ginger Locks just posted in chat also Black Mass. That's a good one. That's with
Black Mass.
Yep.
Okay.
Johnny,
Thanks,
is it Johnny Depp, Ginger Locks?
I love Johnny Depp.
Oh, he's good.
Good.
He was killed in prison. Whitey Bulger.
Yeah, he was.
I thought you were going to say Johnny Depp for a minute there. I was like, what?
He had an order against him to be murdered.
Because he had a contract on him?
Yeah, and because he was a rat, so.
Yeah. Snitches good.
But it was
Snitches, right.
He was
his
own informant.
Yeah.
So he played the FBI again, like in his favor. So he got away with so much because he was his own informant.
Yeah.
Hey, Simon, how are you doing being away from your girls?
For subscribing to me. That was nice.
They're subscribing to you? Yeah. Put her channel up there.
Thank you. That was nice. Oh, I got so excited yesterday.
Hey, Rhonda.
Normally, I'm asking other creators to come on so I can interview them. I got asked to be interviewed by another channel for the first time. I was so excited.
Where did I see you last? You were on some. No, it wasn't you. It was Delusional Dispeller was on someone's.
Well, I haven't gone live in like 11 days.
Oh. Well, you actually have because you've been on my panel a few times.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
you have
to
count. You have to count that too. That's counted.
I mean, what do you do? What do you do if you like? A lot of creators are having writer's block at the moment, and then if a lot of creators are having writer's block at the moment, but then like apart from that, what if you just down or whatever? How do you keep going every morning, Carla, on live?
Sometimes, some days it's harder than other days. I try not to let things that I've heard about myself
get you down. Yeah,
get me down.
And a lot of people support her, you know what I mean? Like behind.
And even if it's like really hard, I just push through because I think I'm not going to let anybody win.
Yeah.
And by the time I'm finished alive, usually when I do that, I'm feeling better about myself. So
yeah,
it's
and guys behind the scenes, like Jen was just saying, the support really is appreciated so much.
it is.
For myself, for Carla, for any creator, you would not believe how important you guys are as far as supporting.
Oh, it is. And I've had people reach out to me behind the scenes in many ways. And I'll tell you what, it does a world of good for your
just a little email saying, hey,
it's just a pick me up. It is.
Ash says, because if she ain't here, we know we're going to be bugging the shit out of her, laugh my ass off. And that is so true. It's true.
Yeah.
Everyone's expecting you. That's nice. That's so nice.
but I've had like a few people like reach out to me behind the scenes, and
Mhm.
Ginger Lock's mom said to you, please reach out to me.
Oh, I will, Ginger.
Yeah, but you know, you have the horrible things said about you, and then you have a few people reach out. Don't worry, we're in your corner. We're going to support you. Blah 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 blah. And that me and like I said, some days it's really hard to come on here with a smile
Yeah.
and pretend like it doesn't bother you. Pretend the names don't bother you. But by the end, usually by the end of a live, I'm laughing and I'm carrying on with people, and I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
like there's because the good outweighs, I really believe the good outweighs the bad on YouTube.
It does. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does. And as a new sub, you really gravitate towards someone who can do that, someone who can come on live, not deal with the bullshit, and just have fun in a morning chat.
Yeah. Yeah. And Carla's really good at, like, I go off on tangents, right, all the time. So I can be like talking about, Tiger King, and then go, oh, look, a unicorn, and, and come back to it. But Carla's really great at just going with what everyone's talking about,
Mm-hmm. She
because
is.
not everyone is good at that.
No.
Hey, Simon.
Right.
Hey there,
Simon.
Carla.
Morning,
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Simon.
Yes, we can hear you.
Where did you come from?
Where did I come from? I came from
No,
down
where
the
the heck
side,
did you
chat.
come from?
I had to scroll way back. On my old phone, I got my Galaxy S10 on my new phone. I'm watching the chat.
See, Simon,
But anyway.
you have a bit of an accent too, to me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you do.
Hmm.
It's like if I were to guess, and I don't know, it's definitely west of the western area of the United States.
He actually,
Am I wrong?
He actually lives close to me, Jen.
Really?
He's
I'm
not far
so
from me.
wrong. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. Did you grow up like in the West at all?
No.
Oh my God.
No. Everyone tells me I have an accent. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of hear it, but I can't identify it. Like,
Yeah, I don't think he does.
I can, yeah.
He sounds like me to me. Like my
Miss Murder.
Yes, sir.
Do you write? Did you get the name? Do you write novels, little novels or anything?
No.
Okay. No, I was just wondering. I like the name, and that just puts me in the mind of somebody that's artistic that writes novels or something.
She should.
I am artistic, but not in that way. I grew up in my dad was a journalist. He worked for Sky News. He was news director for Sky News Australia. So I grew up in radio stations before that. And so I am artistic, but I've always tried to write something, but I struggle with it. Even though my spelling and my grammar and my English is excellent, I just have a problem, writing down. So I do a lot of crafts. I was in a duo group, singing, going from pubs to clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that. I know.
Gave that up to go to uni to study psychology. But yeah, I am like quite creative, I think.
Well, it's a creative name. I like that. I like that a lot. Miss Murder.
Yeah. I was really worried about it in the beginning. I thought it may be a very polarizing name, particularly to victims' families and things like that. But I've not had one person bash me about the name.
No, it's because of your heart. It really does shine through in your channel.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's true. And you do things in in a gracious and loving yet funny way. You can take something that's so tragic and still at the end, find something positive in it. So I do love that about you.
And people enjoy storytellers, people that can tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I enjoy that.
Oh yeah, so immensely, yes. It's
a distraction from, especially now it's a distraction from what's going on. So how are you, Simon? How are you holding up?
Fine, fine. I haven't slept. I left you a message on yesterday's stream. I said it is hump day, and I gave the time. I said you're not live, so I don't know if I'll be awake, but I'm awake.
Yeah.
We were just
Did
talking
I
about that.
not respond? I thought I responded to you, but I did see that actually. But I was trying to kind of stay off YouTube yesterday. It was a little toxic for me, so that's what I'm trying to do when it's like gets to be too much. It just like I watch my little house, tiny house videos and stay away from, a lot of the other stuff. So, which I'm
Well,
not gonna do.
Pancakes.
when I came in on the chat, what was going on down there? It was Troll City.
I have no
Was it,
idea.
Simon? I wasn't watching.
Yeah, there was a lot of trolls going in.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it's been bad this morning.
Yeah. I told you I have one enemy in my tiny little channel because I'm friends with Carla.
Ridiculous. You must choose.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
I think
pathetic.
I think it is. I think it is ridiculous to have to make people like I don't care. People that come in here, I don't, and I'm saying this, I do not care who you support. I don't care what channels you're. I'm not going to be snooping in everybody's channel saying, "Oh, look where they are." No, as long as you're respectful in here and you just want to talk to people. I mean, there's channels that I've gone to that I just want
Yeah.
to talk to the subs in the channel. Not necessarily listen to the creator, but talk to the other subs because I like them. And that's the way
Yeah.
it should
Yeah.
be, but
Right.
it's not
Right.
across the board. So,
I'm not going to follow the
Catch up.
crowd. I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet.
mhm.
You know, if people don't like where I go, fuck them and feed them beans.
That's right. Beans all day.
I
Misdemeanor.
would, but the Staples aisle is it with beans right past is empty.
Not even
I-
worth the beans.
I hate
There
beans.
are no beans.
Misdemeanor says the more that I'm on YouTube, the more I miss kindergarten.
Right?
It is sometimes like it's like Carla, I think many people are like that. I am. Yeah. It's true. Like, I mean, sometimes people, I mean, you like people that go all over the place. So, at least I do.
I just wanted to acknowledge Katya T. I'm sorry that your anxiety is heightened lately. Same.
Honey.
Oh yeah, there was actually a live about that the other day on Save Robbie's channel. They talked about and that was the whole live was about anxiety and how people are dealing with anxiety attacks and stuff.
Mhm.
And
And
certain things
I've
that-
heard a lot of people say, don't watch the news. Well,
Yeah.
That's true. I don't watch the news, but on the same hand, I do find myself wondering what the heck is next, Like
Yeah.
that
I
feeds
just-
into my anxiety a little bit. Like I have to check.
limit it to like one update a day. I was doing watch parties several times a day and noticed like for my Facebook group, and I noticed my anxiety was increasing because I was watching so much of this, and I was like, no, that's it. I'll play it for people, but I'm not going to sit there and watch it with them.
Yeah.
Just one update a day to see where we're at with the curve,
Yeah.
and is there any other law or rule now that we have to apply?
Yeah.
Well, here's what my doctor said, because I said exactly that to him. He said, how are you doing? And I said, well, I'm a little anxious about what's been going on. I miss my kids, and my grandkids. I miss hugging them. And he said, well, he said, I'm not going to tell you not to watch the news, but he said, try not to watch it all day long.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
try
it.
to limit yourself to either once or twice a day, like
Yeah.
whether it's in the morning and at night, or maybe once at night, but just try to limit yourself and not just overwhelm yourself with all this information, because we don't know enough about it yet. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to think positive also,
Yeah.
because
And I don't know, does anyone else get like psychosomatic problems with their anxiety? As in, like, I'll explain it. So when someone says it's all in your head, and it actually is in your head, it's kind of made up. Your brain makes it up.
Yes.
My husband says that's
Yes.
what I do,
I
because I'll
feel like
phone
I
him
do
at
that.
work and I'll say,
That,
I cough.
that's psychosomatic
I have
pain.
3 of the symptoms.
That's such a good point, because I do feel like I go through that.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
it causes, it manifests an actual physical pain that is just as great as if there was a reason for having it. But a psychosomatic pain, there is no reason for it. Like you weren't in a car accident, per se, or, for me, it's in between sort of my back and my ribs on the left-hand side. I get this burning pain, and I know it's my anxiety, and
Wow.
it hurts just as much as if you'd eaten something spicy and got heartburn. There would be a reason for it. There would be a reason for it. But when they say it's all in your head, it doesn't mean that you're a hypochondriac. You're making it up.
No.
So you don't know what triggers it?
No.
No.
I've been able to really do well with my anxiety and panic attacks through breathing exercises. It was like 8, take a deep breath, 8 in, hold for 4, out for 8. I've got those numbers wrong or whatever, but I found until I got COVID-19, until all of this hit, and then even my breathing doesn't help it. So they put me back on Valium. That didn't work. Something about the enzymes in my body not being able to cope with it. And now they've put me on this new antipsychotic medication. I was actually meaning to ask. I'll grab it and see if anyone is on it or knows about it, if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah. I think we
Um,
all have a little bit of anxiety. It's
but Miss
so
Murder actually had the virus, and she had it. Like, she didn't just test positive, she actually had the virus. So,
Well,
she's going from experience.
And I looked terrible, but I'm still glad I made the video when I had it. Just so people could see what I was going through.
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do you
This
want to
is
share it?
called-
Do you want to share it on here, or I don't know if you can share it on here? Or do you want someone to go to your channel and watch it? Or I mean,
I've got it here. Okay, what is quit?
I think you say share screen.
Oh, it's too long. It's like half an hour.
Oh. Well, we can go to your channel, and maybe you could link the video in my chat, and we can just what's it called? What's the name of it?
I put her channel down there.
My experience with COVID-19. Here, I've got the link.
Yeah, put that in there.
Yeah.
I was just looking at at this medication. Sorry.
Captain Obvious says our neighbor's mother died and dad is in the hospital. It's panic inducing. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
It's panic inducing.
How can you not panic when you see stuff like that too?
I know.
Yeah. Fear of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
So has anyone heard of this medication? Quetiapine Apotex? Quetiapine.
Is there a generic name for it at all?
Misdemeanor probably knows what it is because she's a nurse, a registered nurse, or she was.
And then in brackets as ferrorate, FUROARATE.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of it.
Me neither.
Or
Misdemeanor wants to know.
I'm sorry, FUN. I need new eyes.
Oh, Misdemeanor wants to come up. Maybe she can tell you what
Yeah, she's super
Because
smart.
hearing the words antipsychotic medication really doesn't fill you with a sense of
Comfort.
and promise.
Doesn't make you feel very good.
I think they kind of bulk all anti-anxiety medications into the antipsychotic category. It's something to ask misdemeanor.
Okay, misdemeanor's coming up.
Oh,
And she will probably have answers.
Kat
Hi.
said that's
Good morning.
Well,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
hello.
How is everybody?
Good, how are you?
We're hanging
Okay,
in
now
there.
the American audience would know that medication as Seroquel.
Okay.
If
Oh,
you guys have ever heard about
Seroquel.
that.
Oh, yes.
Seroquel.
It's for psychosis, schizophrenia. I mean, there's a lot of things it's good for. Bipolar,
I don't have any of
dementia.
those.
I've been on
But,
Seroquel
well,
for my
but
bipolar.
even so, with your antidepressants, okay,
Yep.
it kind of works on different chemicals in the brain. So those are the main ones that people hear, that they know, that they identify with, like with the depressive medications, and how they work. But these are harder to understand because they're very rarely talked about. And you
Yeah,
see them a lot. Yeah.
that's what I was wondering.
But
I'm
it's a
also
really good medicine.
I'm also on Lyrica for my fibromyalgia,
Right.
and my antidepressant is Cymbalta, but I'm not sure if that's the name of it. That's probably not the name of it there. And I'm on a high dose of that, 90 milligrams a day for Cymbalta.
I took Seroquel for a while, and I did not like how it made me feel the next day, so I made my doctor take me off it because
to make you feel drowsy.
yeah, very, and that's why he gave it to me, was because I wasn't sleeping. I would stay up for 2 and 3 days, and so he he gave me
Yeah.
Seroquel, and I did not like how it made me feel the next day after I took. I would take
Yeah,
it away, and the next day I would sleep.
I already have sleep apnea. I stop breathing 24 times an hour. So
Right.
it's like I've had chronic fatigue for the last 18 months. And I've got a CPAP machine. Doesn't always work though, but then to take this antipsychotic medication, it makes me drowsy. I'm like,
I did not like it.
all I have. That's all I have left. Time. Don't take that away from me too, you know?
Right. Yeah, that's it. All it did was make it helped me sleep, but I just did not like how I felt the next day. And I told him, I said, I can't take this. I just can't.
Yeah, it's like dehydrated, dry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very dry.
Like a hangover almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once I took it at night, I could not get up. If I got up, I would feel like dizzy, and I would have to sit down halfway to the bathroom because like I would get really dizzy, and I just hated it.
Carla, was you on any other medications whenever you was taking the Seroquel?
Yes, I was on Depakote and Wellbutrin.
Good point.
Yeah, see, I think that with your medication in particular, Miss Murder, with the combination, was it Miss Murder that was telling me that?
Yeah.
She read two off that would counteract each other.
I think the Cymbalta and the Seroquel would not be a good marriage.
Right. Okay.
And I would honestly, I would rather him take you off of the Seroquel and change that antidepressant med instead of changing the Seroquel, because I've heard more interactions with Seroquel. I just don't like it.
Yeah. It's only
seems
small
like I hear
dose. Like
I made
1 or 2 a day. So the 25 milligrams each. So 1 or 2 a day is the what is prescribed.
Okay.
I don't think. See, Valium used to work for me, but this time around it doesn't. He said
they don't have you taking the volume with the Seroquel, do they?
No.
Okay.
No.
So they switched her to the Seroquel.
Right now.
Okay, they took you off the valve. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't working this time. It worked a couple of years ago, but I got addicted to it. And I was
just built up a tolerance.
Yeah, I was falling asleep while I was eating, while I was smoking. I burnt a hole in a mattress because I fell asleep. It was
Awesome.
really bad, and I've been lucky. It's not the first
Yeah.
time I've actually gone cold turkey. I know you shouldn't go cold turkey on it, but I ended up in
No.
hospital Christmas 18, and I got out of hospital and I just gave it up cold turkey, and I had no withdrawals, no problems. Been off it ever since.
Yeah.
At this time, it just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that this Seroquel or whatever it is,
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I
really
had
takes
that
the anxiety away
Tell your
either.
doctor. Tell your doctor.
Yeah, I've got an
Yeah.
appointment with him tomorrow. So, I've got my mental health plan review tomorrow over the phone, because you have to get one done every year, and then you can get 10 free psychologist visits
You know,
per year.
ask them about trazodone, and I don't know if it's the same name there.
Trazodone?
Uh-huh. It's kind of like our old Elavil. It was a lot for, they used it from everything in adolescence or
A lot
childhood
of people take
to,
trazodone.
yeah,
How do
Elavil,
you
they used to
spell?
do that.
Do you know how to spell that? I think I
What,
spelled it
trazodone?
wrong. Yeah, I think I spelled it wrong.
Trazadone.
Yeah, I did spell it wrong.
You
Okay.
guys,
And it
I'm
works
gonna
on
pop
sleep.
off. I'm gonna pop off because I'm gonna cut my dad's hair today. So you guys have wonderful days. Carla, Miss Murder, Mr.
Yes.
Winter,
You
Simon.
too, Jen.
Yeah.
You too, sweetie.
We'll see you in chats later, though.
It's
Have
nice
a good
to
day.
see
Yeah,
you.
sure.
You too, honey.
Okay.
All right.
Enjoy it,
bye-bye.
hon.
But trazodone is one of those medications that kind of has a dual purpose. It's for depression as well as sleep. So you take it at night, you sleep, you wake up in the morning thinking, okay, let's clean the house, which is odd.
Yeah. Cymbalta's like that. It's supposed to be an antidepressant and pain management, but I don't know that it's benefiting me. And I've said that, and I've been on it since the car accident, and so that was 2007. So I've
Yeah,
been on
it's
it
kind
a
of,
long time.
I think
I tell you,
Wellbutrin helped me quit smoking. I do.
it's for smoking cessation.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's
I really do think it helped. Even my doctor.
And
Yeah.
I've had cut my Lyrica in half. I was on 150 twice a day. Now I'm on 75.
Okay. Are
So
you
I never
still
go
feeling
cold
okay?
Yeah, I
Okay,
feel all right.
good.
One time on that, I would think it was a holiday, and I couldn't
Mhm.
get my script, and so I went through withdrawals with Lyrica.
Yeah.
Most dangerous withdrawal I think I've ever encountered on a drug.
Wow.
Really, really
Wow.
bad suicidal thoughts. Like I'm
Oh,
talking
Mm-mm-mm.
see,
jump
Cymbalta
off the
scares
cliff
me.
right now. That was the only time I'd ever rung my doctor in tears,
Oh, that was the lyric.
freaking out because
Okay.
these thoughts are in my head that I couldn't control.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
they weren't coming from me.
Mhm.
So I didn't think Lyrica could do that. So just a warning to anyone who's on Lyrica, make sure you've got everything sorted out before holidays and things like that, because it sucked.
Yeah. To me,
Terrible.
the Seroquel has far less side effects that are really harmful than the Cymbalta and the Lyrica. Also, do you guys have an over-the-counter medication, Aleve? Aleve.
Yeah, we
No,
do.
I don't think
Well, I
so.
mean, I
What's in
know.
it?
Oh,
Is
you're
it
talking about Miss Murder.
Yeah, I know we do.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you meant in your house.
It's naproxen sodium is what it is. And it's the same thing as Celexa. No, Celebrex. I'm sorry.
No.
Duh. But Celebrex.
Hang on a
I
minute.
had it. Okay.
I'm just gonna grab something I bought at Walmart.
My
They have
friend
Walmart
took
there?
Celebrex for her,
I want to ask Miss Murder
she was
something when she comes back.
had problem in her joints, and I think she took Celebrex for that.
Took what?
Oh wait now. I'll have to put my cam on for a minute. Hang on.
Okay.
Hi, Joanne.
This is one I prepared earlier from Walmart.
Now you know I'm blind. Come on.
It
Can't
says
see it.
equate pain reliever.
Okay, it's just the
Acetaminophen.
Walmart brand. Yeah.
Acetaminophen.
Oh,
Acetaminophen.
okay, that's
Is that what you
Tylenol.
mean?
No, this is and you'll find it at Walmart. You probably have a leave if you've got Walmart. It's a blue and yellow bottle, and it's naproxen sodium. Let me see how you spell that, because I'm
Or
not a
you can,
speller.
if you read on the
Well-
back, you can read what has naproxen over the counter.
Right.
Well,
There's
I
a
don't
few.
have a Walmart because I'm back home. I'm just saying, like,
Oh.
I did a Walmart world tour when I was over there,
Oh, okay.
and I went to lots and lots. I and found out that I'm a person of Walmart. I really like I really like the being able to drive around.
Look,
And we hate
the
it.
withdrawal,
So-
the withdrawal from
is.
Walmart can be worse than any drug on the planet. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You got to taper off, man. Most,
But,
and you know, the ones who
I swear
become
to God,
the
I
ones.
saw a guy in Walmart in a onesie, baby's onesie.
Shut
He
up.
was
I have
wearing
seen
a
everything.
onesie. I swear to God.
Like Laura's onesie, the reindeer suit.
Kind of like that, but he was really tall. Like he really stood out. Let me tell
I'm
you.
waiting for it to get colder. I've got a onesie here I bought from Walmart, a unicorn. I'm also on Plexia. I should mention that.
Well, Miss Murder, is your regular MD in touch with your psychiatrist?
I don't have a psychiatrist at the moment because the one I went and
Oh,
saw.
I thought you said.
I
I'm
did.
sorry. I thought you said you was getting medical help, mental help.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna redo my mental health plan tomorrow. You have to do it one every 12 months, and then they'll give you. I am seeing a new psychologist next week. But the last one I didn't get along with her. She was too clinical for me.
Well, just make sure that they cross-reference medications.
Left hand knows what the right hand's doing. Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Because
I'm
with some of those
Plexia as
medications, you don't
well.
want to play with.
I'm not sure what Plexia is called over there. I know it's expensive because my so-called friend stole it from me when I was at Gingerlock Mum's house. All my stuff was in Chicago, and he went and he stole my narcotic medication to the point where I was on one a day rationed until I got home because it was $136 for 20 pills over there, and I just didn't have the money to go to a doctor and then get the pills. So I don't know what Plexia is called there. It's a benzo. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes, we definitely are lucky to have healthcare. What we do, definitely.
Love you, Blackhearted. I gave you a shout out last night in Rosie's chat. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I love Rosie. I really do.
Well, I've had the pleasure of meeting her 5 different times, but
I actually saw one of her lives where she did meet you.
yeah, she's awesome. She's totally awesome.
I told her if she ever comes to Pittsburgh, I would take her out for lunch, but I'd have if she ever does one of those tours again, like when she went to Canada. I think it was then. Was it then that you met her? Because that might have been the one I saw where you met her.
Well, I met her in Vegas like 4 different times, and then whenever she came here was coming through, we spent the day touring around because she was born and raised here in Maryland.
Okay.
But anyway, we just toured around our town here, and we went out to eat and stuff. It was a really good visit.
Did you chooch with her? Did you go chooching with her?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Because I love watching her chooches. Like she's that's what I used to watch her channel for, was her chooches. She would have those chooches.
She's an awesome gal.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much for helping me with that medication. That you don't know, you have no idea. That's so
No
eased my
problem.
mind, and that I've got my doctor's appointment tomorrow is even better. So it's fresh in my mind.
What
What
kind of
you
accident did you have, if I can ask?
A motor vehicle accident. Two girls were joyriding in their mum's car, and they ran up the back of us,
Oh,
giving way on a roundabout at about 100 miles an hour.
dear God. So they came up behind you?
Yeah, so it hit
So
us when we were stationary.
you have a lot of lower back pain and neck pain?
My lower back pain, I believe it's psychosomatic.
Could be.
Yeah, the only reason I say that is because a couple of years ago I had the flu and both of my eustachian tubes were blocked.
Uh-huh.
And for 6 weeks I was deaf. And so the brain, when you read a lot of papers and stuff, you can read about brain activity and how it affects pain. It kind of concentrates on one pain at a time.
Yeah.
And so in that 6 weeks, I had no lumbar pain at all. I
Right.
feel like it was my brain going, all right, I'm going to look after your flu and your eustachian tubes and get you better. And I
Okay.
could just dance around, move and everything, no lumbar pain whatsoever. So that's why I believe it's psychosomatic. Is it as
It could
painful as
be.
any real pain, if I'd had an injury there? Absolutely.
Yes.
But and I'm one of those people who's definitely very aware of their body,
Mhm.
and of themselves. I'm very aware of who I am and
Right.
what I feel. So
Well, I was going to tell you, I had a car wreck, kind of similar a little bit. A guy hit me doing 65-ish and
mhm,
rear-ended me. And oh God, that was back in like 83 or 84.
yeah.
And so all of my bones in my neck are fusing
Oh my
together,
gosh. Yeah.
and just really limited mobility. And I've just been in pain for years and years. And of course, I'm the only person on the planet that can go to a doctor and not ask for a narcotic and not get one.
Yeah.
Then when I do ask, they're like, yeah, no, take Tylenol. Like I'm a junkie. Like I'm not a junkie. I just don't want to be in pain anymore. It's just
No,
that
that's right.
simple.
Sometimes it's the lesser of the two evils, and
Right.
unfortunately for the doctor shoppers that we have them around here too.
Uh-huh.
It makes it hard for us. But my doctor trusts me now, only
Yeah.
because I have followed through on everything I said I was going to do. So he will
Hmm.
prescribe me 10 Valium tablets when I
Yeah.
was trying that.
Yeah.
Not a whole bottle. He's cautious
Right.
still, but he won't say no either because
He
my
knows you need it.
blood sugar was pre-diabetic. I think it was like 5.9, and I
Hmm.
said, "Watch, I'll get it down." Blood test came back 4.5, went to the normal range. He went, "You actually did it." And I said, "I told you. I keep telling you, I do this." You
If you
know.
tell me what
So,
to do, I'll do it.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. You need a little
what?
bit, be a little bit harsh on me because otherwise,
Yeah.
give someone an inch and they'll take a mile. So,
Well, the funniest, I learned a lot about pain doing hospice, particularly because we had a lot of tumors and things like that, and just excruciating pain. And I saw the amounts of morphine that some of my patients were on, and it still would not touch their pain.
yeah,
So, I started digging around, and I had a really good friend that was a nurse practitioner who was specialized in pain and could actually write scripts for narcotics.
yeah.
And she taught me so much. So the last time I went to the doctor, one time that I went, he prescribed me Celebrex. And so I went to fill it. And it was like $380. I'm like, no, no can do. Thank you.
Oh, oh my
Not
goodness.
doing
Wow.
that every month.
I
I
have a
will be in
healthcare
pain.
card here, and most medications are $6.
Yeah. Well,
All
and
each of my medications is $6 a month. Yeah.
well, even with insurance, and they hadn't talked to my insurance yet. They were just, went early, whatever. And he said, so I kind of freaked out on the pharmacist, God love him, in the drive-through. And he said,
Mm.
no, come on, park and come inside. So I did. And I'm a nurse, I should know things, maybe. Not so much. We're kind of dumb sometimes. And he hands me this bottle of Aleve, and I'm like, what is that? He said, it's naproxen sodium. And I said, okay, and? He said, that's Celebrex. That's all it is. I said, you're
Oh
kidding me. I
wow,
could pay $6 a month for this. So I
wow.
start, I laughed and I thought, this is too funny. It's not going to work. I just know it's not. So I took it, swear to you on the Bible, for the last probably 8 years, I've not had any pain in my neck. None.
Wow.
Unless I do
Wow.
something
It's something the big
stupid.
farmers don't want you to know, is it? Big
Absolutely.
pharmaceutical companies.
Oh, would
Yep,
that
they own
work
the
for,
world.
you know how if you sleep wrong and you get a crick in your neck, would
Yep.
that work for that? Because
It's
I've had
muscle
that
pain.
before. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I didn't know that.
Now, if you
I mean,
take
they've
that
cracked down.
acetaminophen,
You can't get codeine over the counter anymore here. You have to get a
oh,
script for it. Just because
yeah, that
people
was long
are
ago
making,
here.
yeah,
Yeah, you can't even get it
You
in
can't
cough medicine here if you
you
don't have
can't even get oxycodone or Vicodin or any
no,
of that anymore.
no.
Because
no.
they're crazy. I'm like, guys, it's a drug. It works. Just be responsible about it. And when you see these dog shops popping up and they're doing, they're pill factories and just pushing pills all day long, stop them. But the rest of us who are in pain need some medication, please. We're not stupid.
See, I have a healthy fear and respect for drugs
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So that is why
Well, that's
yeah,
why I felt bad for 180 because he says some days that he's in so much pain, you
Yeah.
know,
yeah.
that he
Did he
doesn't get
say
relief.
It's
did he say what his diagnosis was
sucks.
yesterday? It
I
wasn't MS, but it was.
think
I don't know.
he said he self-diagnosed himself, but I don't know what it is. But he's in a wheelchair
He's
and
so
he's in
funny.
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I don't care what
Yeah, he
anybody
is.
says about him.
I like him.
I just think he's likable.
One thing another reason I wanted to pop up here really quick, just let me say this because I got triggered this morning so bad. Okay, here's the thing. You're going to have people in leadership in your countries, wherever you are, that you're going to like and that you don't like. So, you live through the ones that you don't like and you try to be respectful of your friends who do like them very much. And when one comes along that I like, and I hear something on the television that makes sense to me, it breaks my heart to hear someone so angry and so frustrated with where we are now. I wish everybody would take a moment and think about sitting in that Oval Office and making the decisions that man has to make for everybody in this country.
All right.
And if you think that you could handle that burden with all of us out here saying, you're trash, you're a jerk, you're not doing enough, just think about that. We can't handle it on YouTube half the time. I can't.
Well, that's
So,
been with every president.
Yeah.
Nobody takes in. Look at pictures of before they came president. Okay.
Yeah.
And then look after they've served.
Yeah.
And
well, Trump won't go gray because he's got hair color.
Right, exactly. But look how they've aged. I mean, Barack Obama. Look at the difference just in him.
Yeah.
And the one junior boy. It's
George
George
Bush.
Look at him when he
Bush.
went in. Yeah,
Yeah.
he looked youthful and everything. When he came out, he was silver.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so it does take a toll on you.
Everybody. Everybody has different needs, different wants, and you have to find a balance, and it's hard. And people lie. If we don't know anything about YouTube, we know people lie.
Yes.
I watched that reporter yesterday say to that doctor,
Every politician.
Are you here? Are you saying this against your will? And I thought, are you a lunatic? Really? This doctor is up here trying to tell you, listen, we got our facts together. We came to him. He said, yes. Well, didn't get blowback? Well, he said, I wouldn't call it blowback. I mean, he asked us,
something happened.
Yeah. Your sound went.
And then, am I here?
Yeah,
you are now. Your sound went.
Okay.
That last bit.
Yeah.
And he said, I wouldn't call it blowback. I mean, he asked, do we have to do this? I mean, we've been working on this economy and do you know it's going to kill it? He said, absolutely. If we don't, this is what's going to happen. He said, okay, then we do it. That's what I heard from the doctor, not from Trump, from the doctor. So listen to each person. It's hard for me sometimes to hear the other side because I am one-sided. I'll admit it. But I will also admit when my president can be a jackass and get up there and say, oh, the suicide rate's just going crazy. Okay, can we not talk about that? Let's be positive, Trump. Talk about what we're doing that's working and not maybe hand that off to somebody else. That's not your Billy Whack right there. You need to work on something else. But yeah, just kind of let's remember to be mindful of that. And like I know that the first instinct is who can we blame for this? Because this is
Right.
awful. Well, I mean, he didn't cause it. He really didn't. And the first thing he did back in January, he said, okay, stop all flights from China. Everybody called him a racist. For real? He's like, I'm
That's
only
what they're
concerned about
doing
this country.
with
I'm not concerned.
the Ruby Princess cruise ship. That's what they're doing here. They're playing
Yeah.
the blame game. A
Yeah.
whole bunch of people were allowed off that without being checked or anything, and it's had the biggest amount of transmission.
I mean, it's not going to cure anybody. It's not going
to bring anyone back. It's not going to. Yeah.
No, it's just going to cause a lot of hurt and division.
Agree.
And God knows we don't need any more of that crap.
Oh my God, no, we don't. It's terrible.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And, well, if people would just look at both sides of things all the time, then maybe we wouldn't be so judgmental and so, one biased, really. And I'm biased too. Like I have bias.
I am too. I can be biased.
But I kind of like to listen to different sides. Like, I like to be informed, at least be informed.
And if any time needs to be bipartisan, it is now.
Right.
And as much as like the Democrats or liberals in the country can really frustrate me sometimes, what would my world be like if we all had my point of view? It wouldn't be any good. I mean, there has to be other voices. So if I'm not willing to allow that,
mine would be awesome. Everyone would own a unicorn.
And fart sparkles, right?
Yep. Totally.
My dog's looking at me like, what, fart? No, please don't. I can't. She lays down right next to me and puts her butt in my face and farts. I'm like, I'm going to kill you.
Oh, she's like, I love you, Mommy.
Oh, God. She's silly. She thinks she's going to get my food. She's not.
Pardon me. Drinking
but I do love everybody. And I do love your points of view.
Yeah, I do too.
It's nice to hear. Yeah, it's nice to hear someone who shares your points of view, doesn't it?
It is nice in that way, but it's also nice to hear opposing points of view.
And I literally,
I don't block those people. I don't pretend they don't exist. I allow all sides on my channel, even if I don't agree with it personally.
Yeah. And I could not have logged onto this panel and said what I wanted to say at that time because I really would have hurt her feelings. And I don't want to do that because I treasure her. I really do. And I know she's hurting. And I don't like seeing her hurt. I don't. I wish I could go over and just hold her for a minute.
Who's that?
Sweet.
Who's that?
Jen. My Jennifer Lynn. I love her.
Oh, Jennifer Lynn. Oh, me too.
Yes. And she's gorgeous. She looks like Lindsay Wagner. Am I right or what?
She does. I never thought of it that way. She didn't have any makeup either. She looked
I know.
Do you mean
kick her ass?
Wait, farting?
Jays for Justice.
Ash says farting sparkles. Wait,
or a different Jennifer Lynn.
Ash,
do what?
Ash does crack me up sometimes. She comes out with the weird things.
Well, Mr. Demeter.
Did you mean Jays for Justice or a different Jennifer Lynn?
No, Jennifer Lynn that was in here on camera earlier.
And I do love her opinion. And I want her to hold our president and the administration. I want her to hold their feet to the fire. And if we don't have people like her, that's not going to happen. The rest of us are going to sit back and clap and say, "Oh, isn't he wonderful? I love his orange skin." God.
I love the comb
But
over. I really do love his
Yes,
comb
I
over.
love that
Oh,
toupee
God.
I
blowing in the
do. I
wind.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love his comb over. I do.
He
We
looks
all
like
agree.
he's using all the tanning salons have closed, so it looks like he's gone to a self tanner. And really,
Maybe
stop.
he gets like a spray tan. What do you call it? Spray tan.
Yeah, spray tan. But she really does. She has some great point of view, and I want her, like I said, I want her to hold those people responsible, hold their feet to the fire, even more so in your
Right.
communities, in your states, in your cities.
Uh-huh.
That's where you need to focus because they have really more control than the president does at this point. They get to decide when things open and close. He doesn't. I mean, I don't know if many people know that, but he doesn't get to decide. In Kentucky, they they got really freaked out and decided to close everything down. Everything was closing, but then they started like, well, people might need to buy a refrigerator, so y'all can stay open. And well, maybe people don't need to come off of alcohol if they're alcoholics. You need to leave the liquor stores open and started selectively opening places. Well, the church said, okay, we want to have church service on Sunday. Oh, no, you can't do that. Okay, well, we'll have a drive-through service. No, you can't do that. So, of course, they went over their head, over that layer's head to a higher authority to say, no, you can't. People have freedoms, and one of
Right.
them is of worship. So you can't do that. Now, do they need to find a creative way to do it? I mean, how are you going to have a drive-through church service? Really?
You drive up, someone gives you some rosary beads,
I got it.
and then
Drive
you
like a
go to the
drive-in.
next you go
Like
to
a
the next
drive-in.
window.
Like a
You go to the next
drive-in. Like a
yeah,
drive-in
it would
movie.
work.
You go to a drive-in movie and you
Drive through
turn in the
confession.
window, and then you
You
have
know that
service. You
that
know,
would be a good idea because there's like old drive-in theaters or whatever.
right?
Yes, I
Yeah,
go to
you
window
put the
one for
speaker in your
confession.
window,
Tune to the radio station and listen to it in your car.
right? And then
Yeah.
you can have the preacher up there doing the service. I don't know. I don't know.
That would
how
be
to
pretty
do it.
cool.
Carla, was Jennifer on your panel this morning?
Yes, she was. Yes, she
Oh,
was.
damn, I missed
Yes,
her.
she was.
I want to find out what she thinks about 5G coming across the U.S. I want to know her thoughts on it. If she's pro or con.
I don't know if she's still in the chat. I think she had a meeting to go to, but yeah, I didn't think to ask her. I really don't understand much about that.
I'll get a chance one day when she's on panel or something.
Yeah, she was on panel earlier.
I'm against it. All the studies that I've saw about it, I'm totally against it.
I don't really understand it enough to
I
even.
don't either. I can't comment on something I don't understand.
Yeah.
So
There's
you
all
have
there's
to
all
teach
kinds
her.
of studies out there. There's all kinds of studies out about their scientific. That's why China's tore them down. It kills everything underneath of it, around it, within miles. It
I
kills all
remember
the growth.
Em
the
says
other day you said something about setting fire to towers or something.
Em says she's against it, Con.
I'm
No.
totally against it.
I have no idea what it is.
It could be devastating to our planet.
Yeah. Well, that's not good.
Are we saying like that these wavelengths can cause physical abnormalities or diseases or something?
Don't know about that, but it kills the wildlife.
Well, that's not a good thing.
So
No.
right there is
Well,
telling you something. It's
based on that comment, yeah. If I mean, if that were to be fact, then
within miles.
I
Within miles.
I don't
Within
like
miles.
it.
One
Yeah.
tower within miles. It just destructs all the wildlife, growth, everything. No animals cross anything.
Well, so
Well,
what's the point of
we've
it,
had
though?
enough
Is it supposed to kill everything, like kill the virus? Is that what it's supposed to do? Or I don't understand.
No, it's for communications. It's to boost the what we're using now.
We had 3G, now we've got 4G.
We're 4G,
Well,
and now
tell you what,
they want to do it 5.
After the bushfires here, we've lost way too many animals. Billions we lost. Koalas, kangaroos, possums, even snakes and birds and that.
That's the only thing I'm going to buck Trump on is the 5G. He's all for it. He's gun ho for it. But I will voice my opinion on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is there going to be a vote or?
No, we
Yeah,
won't have a say.
We won't have
Obviously.
a say. No, we won't.
Okay, so is it the help me understand this, Simon? Because I'm
Okay.
technologically a
Right
virgin.
now we're 4G. Okay, everything we use is 4G.
Right.
Our phones, everything. They got 5G now. China went through the demo of it. Now they're tearing down
Oh
their
God,
towers.
China.
Yeah, they're tearing down their towers. They're burning down their towers. They already burnt down their towers. They destructed their towers after
Okay,
they
I heard
saw
about
what it was
that.
doing. It was killing everything within miles. All of
So
it.
why are we doing this?
We have no idea why Trump wants to go through with it after the scientists have already proven what it could do to our planet.
Well, then what I need to do is get on the phone with my representatives, Mr. Crenshaw with the patch. Who's badass?
Jago, if you think it's all bullshit, why are you here? Why don't you go find another channel to listen to?
Oh, is that guy still here? Jason?
No. Jago Bun.
Hashtag just saying.
No, I just hit him.
Yo,
Some
Jay,
people just
hashtag
go
your
in a
mama.
channel- Some people just go into a channel just to start crap.
Jago Bun, look it up. Look up the studies on it.
I want
I'm
you
not looking
to.
that up today because I have no idea. I can't really comment about it because I really don't understand it. But M said, and I got to find her comment. 5G is way different than 4G. Definitely read up about it. I don't believe this nonsense about it causing this virus, though.
No, that's scary. That's scary.
Can I have stupid trolls for 1,000, please?
He said, read up what it does.
You are funny.
Thanks. I'm here all week. Try the veal. Try the Kentucky veal.
I'm going to read about how 5G works. Simon is a hoot.
Simon, Hey, Simon, have you ever gone to Wendy V's chat in the morning, like really early in the morning when she has Blue Topaz with her?
Oh, yeah, I've been on her panel with Blue. Yes, I'm part of the Crumb community, yes.
Yes.
What is the Crumb community?
It's something that whenever, they get to drinking on the weekend, and so I just adapted into it. Blue's my sister. And so anyway, I would join them on panels.
She's with Kiwi, right? That's her Kiwi or an item.
Topaz is a Kiwi. She's from New Zealand.
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm. But her boyfriend is Kiwi. I think that's his name on YouTube.
Right. He's
okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Australians on here. Like Rhonda here, she's in my chat right now.
She said, hey,
what?
You know
Turquoise,
what, Carla?
My uncle
she swore yesterday she would come up on the panel today, so make her do it.
Rhonda, get up here.
Turquoise, I hate to hear that.
We need other Kiwis around.
Yeah, they have to outnumber us.
I'm not very ugly.
You don't have to come up either. You're
I
fine.
don't know about causing the virus, but all I know is it's going to destruct our planet.
Well, Rhonda, for the rest of the day, just understand no more phone sex. I'm done. That's it. You're cut off.
She's not coming up again?
Is she not coming up?
I don't know. I put the link in there, so I know she's in there. It's all about technology and making everything faster, all that jargon that we pay for physically in the end.
Rhonda, I'd hate to even think of that, Andrew. I'd hate to even think of that. 6G, Jesus Christ. We would have to live in space.
We'd all be glowing.
Worse, can you imagine 6G? God. Well, from what I'm gathering from you people, it's not a good thing. Like I'm definitely gonna look up on it. Like it's
I wonder where he's getting his information from, because obviously he's not hearing. I mean, I even on the news yesterday, I think it was, they were, or several days ago maybe, they were talking about burning down those towers or taking them down, and I wondered what that
Turquoise.
was.
which towers
So those
in
5G
China.
towers over in China.
Yeah, that's what Simon was saying the other day.
You know, it's saying
Turquoise had I guess, obviously he was healthy, and they put the 4G tower in next to his house, and then he developed cancer, and well, he's passed now. But
Holy shit!
so
they were
coincidence?
they were able to connect it though.
Yeah, I think they was pursuing law.
I
So,
think
yeah.
a
So
lot of
he's
people got their stimulus checks today, so there's a lot of happy people in here.
There's a good question. What's everyone spending their stimulus money on?
Sarah
where
already
can you
said,
shop?
Sarah said she paid
Drugs
some
and
bills
hookers.
and bought some gardening
paying
equipment.
off credit cards. It's
Yeah. Well, Sarah said she
I'm
bought
gonna.
some gardening equipment, so I guess she plans on gardening and paying some bills. I think a lot of people will be paying bills and stuff.
Simon,
Um,
do yourself a favor and get yourself something small though. You know, like a bottle of scotch, or I don't know,
Oh,
a hooker,
See,
I'm
well,
or
gonna.
I'm not lucky. I'm not getting anything.
I'd love to get some cognac. Oh my God, I love cognac. It's
I just think if you're gonna pay, you know, put it all on bills and that, just get yourself something little. It doesn't have to be, you know,
Spoil
crazy
yourself.
expensive. Yeah,
Spoil
just get
yourself.
something
like
you
a,
know you
That's
don't
gonna
have
make
that often.
you feel
yeah,
good.
yeah, like a
You deserve
Ferrari.
it. Everyone
Yeah.
deserves it.
Ems is paying taxes. You getting a check, Ems? Oh, I guess she can because she works. So it goes by your income tax, right?
You can no, you can apply for it, Carla.
I didn't work though.
Yeah, you can still
Anyone
apply
who
for it.
earns under 99,000 a year gets it, and then if your partner um has you down as their dependent, the combined income's 150,000, and then you can go for the married
Look
one,
up on
just
that.
depending on
Yeah,
what
so
your
I think you and your husband could get $2,400. Ooh,
Oh God,
70-inch
that's all
TV.
going in. That's
Booyah.
going in
yeah,
money.
baby.
He gets
hey,
it.
I got an 83-inch television.
Shut up.
You have a what?
Wow.
Hold on. Yes, I do. Hold on.
Really? That's
It's not,
huge.
it's not about the size.
Yes, it is.
Not the size of it's
Are we
not.
still talking
They're
about
the same.
TVs?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
I'm not sure. I've been here for 3 hours.
Very happy you remained on this convo. Has taken many interesting topics. Thanks for being here. All here. Yeah, we don't really have a subject in the mornings. We just talk
Stick
about.
to the script. Damn.
Stick to the script. We talk about murder. We talk about everything. We talk about
There we
nonsense.
go. M
I
said
am spending my
they-
my stimulus check on porn, just so you all know.
Oh, she says they started
um,
deducting over 150K. We still
yeah,
got.
yeah. That's
That's
what I
not
was about to
the
read
amount.
out. So apparently, yeah, Pornhub it has increased the purchase of things from porn shops has increased. In Australia, alcohol sales have risen by 86%.
Oh my God.
No one's buying condoms. No
No,
one.
everyone's just getting drunk and then having sex.
That's it.
Well, nobody needs condoms. I mean, if you're stuck at home with your husband, you're not going out and messing around. So if you get pregnant, I mean, they're going to know who the, you know.
If I get
And then
pregnant, I've won the lottery.
Watch the baby boom in September. At the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the divorce rate.
Yeah.
Right.
Being stuck at home with your husband might drive you crazy. So we'll see. Actually, my husband and I have been getting along really great. Like
I thought you were going to say something else then.
I know.
well,
Right?
no. We're sleeping in separate rooms though because he goes out every day. So we're not sleeping in the same room. And that's
Oh, you know what?
Oh, I do that too because he farts and he
he
wakes me up
snores.
and he
He
snores.
snores.
No, it's mainly the snoring. my sleep is so much better sleeping in a different room.
I found that too. Like I sleep so much more peacefully. Like
Yep.
You know what I could do? I could take my stimulus money and buy a copy of the Kama Sutra. Yeah.
I don't know
And
what
then
that is.
then it's like these ancient sexual positions. It's
Yes.
got the little pictures and explains what
This
it does.
demeanor, I am shocked. I
My
am
husband would
so
love it.
shocked.
He'd be like,
Okay,
what's the position tonight? What are we doing?
this took an interesting turn.
We've gone everywhere
From
tonight.
meditation to sexual innuendo. Wow, I had no idea.
99 things you could spend your stimulus package on. Go.
Vibrator.
Why is that the first thing that came
Poor
into your head?
Simon's muted. He's like, oh my God, what are these people talking about? No,
He's trying to find Pornhub.
I'm a mess. Oh, Ems, I remember when you were talking about that on, I think it was Diane's channel about vibrators and stuff you guys were talking about. Oh my God, that was so funny. We gotta make lemonade out of lemons, don't you think? Like we
Yeah, I
can't
agree.
be all gloom and doom. Like
I
I,
agree.
I think it's unhealthy for us to be like, I mean, it's good to talk about it and have discussions about it, but if we're all gloom and doom, we're all going to be freaked out every day.
Well,
Yeah.
the really nice thing about this whole quarantine situation, you kind of have to either suffer or focus on what you're grateful for.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
if
And
you wake up in the morning and go, I'm really grateful I'm still breathing, eh?
right. And it's hard to be away from, your family.
Yeah.
So anyways, I guess I'm going to log off here, guys. And
We've been on for a while.
it's 3.5
know, right?
hours, guys. It's
God.
how time flies when you're having fun. And I'm probably going to get flack for this because I'm on it at a certain time zone, that time frame that
No,
someone.
No.
And I
No.
actually do feel bad about that because she did mention that the other day, but it's kind of, it got away from me, we just started talking. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, I'm glad that you all came up on my panel and we had
Don't
a
give
good
it a
time.
second thought. People wanted to be here. Like I said, if they wanted to be over at hers, they'll go. They
Yeah.
have free will.
I know.
You're not keeping anyone here. Yeah.
But yeah, someone was saying that I did it on purpose, and I really didn't. I honestly didn't mean to step on anybody's toes.
You're
And
here this time all the time at the same time every morning.
Yeah.
no, but
For
Yeah.
how many?
what happened was, misdemeanor is I had a doctor's appointment one day, and it was later. It was like at 9:40, and I went on at 10:30. So someone got a little upset about it. So I
Wow.
tried to, like,
Well, that's
apologize
unfortunate.
because, I don't do the same thing that person does. They do true crime, and I mean, okay, I've been talking a little bit about it with Miss Murder, but normally we don't talk about true crime. So,
Yeah.
but
It's usually that they think that you share the same subgroup subscribers.
yeah, I think it might be that too. That I knew damn well that I share the same subs, and I really, really didn't think about it.
But
I'm
you know,
sorry, but
it's
she could
just
have
like
come to me
politics.
behind the scenes and said to me, I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that again or something instead of firing up,
Tell people when they can go live and they can't.
Well, nobody
No.
can.
Immature is that?
Yeah. But, and saying, oh, she's not as nice as she says she is. She just pretends.
She's evil.
Nobody knows that. Everybody tells me that every day. I'm a horrible person.
What did I
Well,
miss?
They're the same stuff.
She can blame me if she wants to blame anyone because I'm the one who kept you here before you
That's
left.
what Em says. We all share the same subs. So
We
it's
do.
like,
Yeah, we do.
yeah. So, people go where they want to go, and that's how it is.
That's right. It's called free will.
Yes, it is.
And healthy
Yeah.
competition, actually.
It actually is because
It is.
Yeah.
people find
It
different
could be
paths
healthy.
that way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
Anyways,
some people
guys,
can't
I
deal
think
with
I'm
it.
going
Yeah.
to call
Yeah,
it a
thanks for
day
having me.
because it's been 3.5 hours, and I'm kind of getting hungry, to be honest with you. So, but I want to thank you, Paul, for being up on my panel. Thank you, Misdemeanor, for giving that information. Miss Murder,
That
Miss
was
Murder,
very
thank you
valuable.
for
Thank
You're
you.
welcome, guys.
and
You're
inviting me
welcome.
to be in your competition. I will definitely do that. And thank you all subs for or chatters for coming in here and supporting me. I appreciate that also.
Oh, have
Uh,
a wonderful day.
and
You
Simon,
guys
thank you
too.
for coming up.
Have a
Love you
great
guys.
day.
Love you
Don't
I love
all.
forget.
everybody but Rhonda. I love everyone but Rhonda.
I know. You're mad at Rhonda. Well, one of these days, just get her by the seat of the pants and get her to come up here. I've put
I
that
want
link
I
in the
want her to
chat.
move
I don't
to
know how
America. She needs to come live over here and I can find her a cowboy.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Bye, guys. Don't forget, wash your hands.
Bye, Miss Murder. Bye, Mr.
Bye
Meaner.
guys.
Bye,
Love
Simon.
you
See you all
guys.
in the passing.
Bye,
Bye bye.
chatters.
Okay.
Love you guys. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.